Da-na-na-na. Zealand is right here. Da-na-na-na. Zealand is right here. Da-na-na-na. 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 Zealand is right here. I had to put the thing up. Surprise if you're sitting here. Boo! Did I scare you? Maybe. I scared you, probably. Mom? What the? There it is. That's what's supposed to be happening. I thought my PC glitched. Yeah, no, it's totally broken, dude. You should get that checked out. Definitely broken. You okay? You doing all right? Welcome to the abode. Zealand's live. Grab my monster. Hi. Hi, YouTube. You know what we forget to keep doing? We keep forgetting to say hi to YouTube. I feel like that's my problem. This is definitely something that I forget all the time. What are your thoughts on the Geo Greg drama? Greg Berhalter is a petulant man baby. Petulant man-child. Petulant. Indignant man-child. Got his job because his older brother had the position of hiring. Throws a 20-year-old kid under the bus for wanting to play. Unbelievable. Do you think Greg should resign? I think they should just not re-sign him. Don't they have to, like, extend his contract anyways? They could just not re-sign him. That would make perfect sense. Started to save his Nordsjælland. I'm being attacked by clubs all over Europe for just about every player in my squad. Patty, that means you're doing something right. Hang tight to that feeling. Embrace it. Because you are doing something right there. It's perfect. Should Reina start for the U.S.? Absolutely, Reina should start for the... Are you kidding? He's so good. If he's fit, absolutely. Toto has... Thank you. Oh, you know what I don't have is the anime WoW. Had to remember to take care of that. I don't know. I have this for you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Da, 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 da. So I have it on one shot. Okay, that's what I want. One shot. So it's... There we go. Okay, that's what I want. I'm figuring out the settings of this new audio interface, and it's honestly changing my life. Chad Sealand goes live. Ripped my phone battery. Oh, no. No! Are you going to be on the broadcast for the World Cup in 2026? I don't think so. If Fox still owns it, there's no way Fox would hire me. I definitely make fun of them too much on Twitter. I don't know. I mean, I would, sure, it would be fun, but I would have to be allowed to talk about whatever I wanted to. I don't know what situation that would be. Got COVID. Get some, gotta enjoy some live stream goodness. Well, I hope you feel better, dude. Best wishes for a complete and speedy recovery. That is the most wholesome, nicest thing I've ever seen. So when is Taunt returning? After the World Cup semifinals? The day after, I think it's gonna be the first Taunt stream. Because we're doing worst World Cup today. Most interesting news out of this World Cup's no, that's no way that's true. Most interesting news out of the World Cup, other than the World Cup itself and people dying and Qatari officials just being like, yeah, it is what it is, brother. Like, and we all die sometimes. Like, it's hot? No way. That doesn't sound like Qatar. Ridiculous, man. What are you talking about? Astonishingly, I'm not down Bacon's from yesterday. That's impressive. You didn't lose Bacon on the gambles for worst World Cup? Okay. No, I think that we go with Iran at war with its own government was a fun one. That was a nice, wholesome part of the World Cup. I enjoyed Breel and Bolo's dad's house getting attacked because Breel scored against the country he was born in. That was fun. There's been a lot of wild, weird things this World Cup, but if we flip it around to the nice stuff, I think Asia's tremendous success, from Saudi Arabia to Australia to Japan to South Korea, has been really, really fun. Every Asian team at this World Cup won at least one game. I mean, how often does that happen? That's really cool. Because Iran beat Wales, so like all 5. Just forgetting the Qatar is in Asia. Like the normal 5 teams that qualified from Asia all won a match. Like that's amazing. One of the worst World Cups? I don't know if it's been one of the worst World Cups. I mean, like, if you're talking just about the quality of the matches on the field, it has been pretty great. We've had some great upsets. You get the first African semi-finalist, right? I mean, that's freaking awesome. Love that. But it's so awful. Like, Grant Wall was kind of, sort of, almost definitely poisoned, or something sus happened. Like... just flagrant human rights violations all over the place. Why is China so bad considering the population? You'd think they'd show signs of improvement. It comes down, look, I have evolving theories on this stuff. My theory for this, we're progressing in the direction of like China, it's coaching, right? It's the way you teach the game. Your population size is a part of the equation, right? But you have to have the infrastructure in place and the right people to teach the game. And clearly China doesn't have that because they want to be good and they like the sport. Lee, thank you. Good afternoon, son, or something. I'd say it's had the least memorable moments on it. I mean, Netherlands, Argentina was great. You have to be so careful. You have to like get in with the scalpel and separate it from Qatar hosting the World Cup. But Zealand's live. I gotta grab my monster brother. Let's go grab the monster brother. Chinese people generally aren't. See, like you always get math. I'm not going at you in particular because I've spent years in this space and written papers on this before I became a Twitch streamer and decided to rot my brain instead, which, welcome. The Chinese 100-meter dash sprint team is like one of the best in the world. But, Chinese people aren't particularly fast, though. Like, yeah, you can't, like, it's just not true. It's objectively, factually not true. You can be an incredibly strong, incredibly fast individual from China. Even so, let's say hypothetically speaking, which is not true, China is less likely to produce a fast guy. There's 1.3 billion people there, right? Like, they would have to be so much less likely to produce a fast guy in order for there to not be enough fast guys. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? So, the athletic ability of Chinese people is not the reason China's not good. China's not good because they don't know how to teach the game, right? And they don't know how to develop players in the right way, clearly. Yeah, China, consistently second in the Olympics for medal count. Terrible athletes. God, they're awful. What's going on here, baby? Freaking, ugh. The average speed of... Dude, honestly, I would love to see the average speed of somebody in a country. You want to feel good about yourself? Look at the average speed of somebody in Alabama. Gah! I would love that. All right, lads. It's time for Worst World Cup. If you were not here with us yesterday, Worst World Cup is a tournament of the worst countries in the world. The qualification sections are assigned based off continent, Asia being the most popular continent with 14 teams, Oceania getting 6, all the way down to Europe getting 3, and yeah, that's it. Nobody from South America got in because that team would automatically win the tournament, right? And so we didn't let a team from South America in, but we let everybody else in, and that's the point. So what we are doing is the final match day right here of Match day 2. I worded that about as horrifically as possible. This is the final match day of match day 2, where we have Vanuatu, Fiji, Anguilla, and Brunei, and then we have East Timor, Liechtenstein, Macau, and the Cook Islands. All part of the process there. So, we have those 4 matches, and then we get into the actual final match day where we start deciding which teams are going to go through into the knockouts and which teams are not. And then, of course, the actual knockouts will be before the semifinal tomorrow, which will be great. The Virgin Islands qualified, not officially, but the British Virgin Islands have won their first 2 matches quite impressively. And they are top of the group. Now, the U.S. Virgin Islands has had a little bit of a tougher time, but they did pull out a stunning 3-0 win over Eritrea to keep hope alive. But they have to beat either Cambodia or Pakistan, whoever they haven't played yet, which I think is Cambodia, who looks really good. They're going to have to beat them in order to go through to the next round. Absolute heartbreak for San Marino. Even at the worst World Cup, San Marino's the worst freaking team here. They finished on 0 points in their first 2 matches, which means they're already out. So is Eritrea. Those are the only 2 teams. No, American Samoa is officially eliminated with a, your eyes do not deceive you, minus 18 goal difference in this tournament. It's fun to be American Samoa. This tournament is the definition of Bogo Jonito. Definitely. Cookie Sprinkles, thank you for the 5 months as part of the Hammers. You're awesome. An embarrassment to Europe. They're not welcome back. The other 2 European representatives, Liechtenstein and Gibraltar. Gibraltar's still alive, but not very. They have to beat American Samoa by like 12 goals. And they have to hope Bangladesh beats Indonesia, which is probably not going to happen. Nepal and Bangladesh are the only 2 teams that have clinched qualification. Our first match today is Brunei against Fiji. Brunei lost their first match. Fiji won their first match, so I think you know how this goes. Brunei is definitely winning this game. In we go, chat. In we go. Brunei Darussalam against Fiji. This is what dreams are made of. You guys already did the prediction, right? Yeah, they totally already put the prediction in the chat. Let's look at the lineups. What do we have? Tell the people what's to come. It's Brunei and Fiji. Brunei desperately needs a result. No stands? Nah, dude. See, you actually, if you want to watch the game, you can go sit in this parking lot over here right behind my head. And if you're on the 2nd level, you can look down at, you can look down at the, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking. Yeah, you can look down at the game. It's awesome. All right, and now we invite our commentary friend, Clive Livingsworth, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, welcome back to another day of the Worst World Cup. I'm Clive Livingsworth. Hope you had a wonderful day so far. Brunei are in the yellow, of course, and Fiji are in the blue. If you hadn't figured that out by now, I would be worried about your future in humanity, but that's not the point. The Fijian Islands coming off a 3-point performance in their opening match. Surely they can't back that up with another win today against Brunei Darussalam, a country that 99% of people do not know exists. For some reason, Fiji has established itself in the world consciousness due to a bottle of water, and that's perfectly fine. Shivam Naidu's on the move down the wing. Matarega. Well, that's interrupted by Brunei Darussalam, but it's Turagalalai who's got the ball back now. Shivam Naidu. This is a slippery ball that might sit up for Fiji. Well saved by Nyaring. Driving the ball into his own post. That could have been a right mess at the back for Brunei. It's a really, oh my goodness me, you can't do that. You weren't able to do that since the Geneva Convention was instituted. That's a straight red card. It's a straight red card for Fiji. And Brunei, who needs 3 points in this match, will have a man advantage for at least 92 minutes. Kalinio Savaki of Fiji. He's ejector seated out of this match. Hold the hook. Good talk. All right, here we go. Shivam Naidu, back post. Matarega! Ruziata Matarega with the goal for the Fijian national team! So you didn't even need the audio of that. You knew what it said, but hold on. This new audio board is so fascinating. I have no idea. Try that again. Chris, what'd you say? Thank you, Chris. Did you hear it that time? No? All right, cool. Well, I mean, I'm so good at this. I'm kind of surprised that at how good I am. Now it's gonna. Chris, what? One more time, Chris. Almost got you.
There's been a red card, but for who, Chris Kamara?
Nah, you don't have to tell me. It worked? I didn't hear it. What the blue blazes are you talking about? That worked for you. Oh, I didn't hear anything. Well, that's good for you then. That's good for you. All right. I'll turn that down a little bit. Now we just keep on going then. All right. Fiji with the improbable lead. Thank you, Chris, for your dutiful sideline reporting. Fabulous as always. It's 1-0. This is stupendously bad from Brunei Darussalam at the moment. They are up a man from the 8th minute of the match, and they've come up completely empty-handed against Fiji. Brunei Darussalam. They desperately need 3 points, but they've conceded another set piece, and Tarangalai. He's got the ball back in towards Rakula. This is good from Fiji. Rakula. Tarangalai towards the back post, and Matarega's been tumbled. Oh, Brunei. It's horrific from Brunei. How are they not doing this? They've conceded a penalty kick. Nalobu will take it. He's 1 for 1 in this tournament. Nalobu, oh my word, his best Harry Kane impression. And makes me laugh every time. Oh, that's a horrific penalty from Nalobu that's kept Brunei alive. But it must be said that Brunei's done absolutely nothing in this match to create any chances at all. But they've got a set piece now. Aaron's turned it aside. Wasasala, absolutely horrific penalty from Nalaubu, but he survived it. Wasasala breaking down the right wing into the middle. Nalaubu, surely now for Fiji! And the Polynesians are dancing in the streets. Fiji has scored its second goal, down a man on Brunei. It's a stunning team performance from Fiji. Oh my goodness, Wasala. That was really, really loose from Brunei Darussalam. They were given the gift of an 8th minute red card by Fiji, and they've simply not taken advantage of it at all. Fiji's leading by 2. They could be leading by more. Shivam Naidu towards, oh, Sairusi Nailobo! Sailing through the Tongolese air. His 10th international goal for Fiji. His 2nd of the match. And down a man, Fiji has abused Brunei Darussalam 3-0. And you better start to believe in this Fijian team. It's a fabulous performance against an Asian representative, and they have been oh so good at this tournament. Okay, Fiji, I see you, Fiji. I freaking see you. I see you, Fiji. Uh-oh. This next match could be ugly. The Fiji's the best team in the world. They're on 6 points. I mean, they're the best team in the world. Anguilla is the only hope for this group because Brunei is, like, basically out. If Vanuatu gets any points at all against Anguilla, then Brunei has been officially eliminated really unceremoniously by Fiji. Nice to see you live. Thanks for all the guides on YouTube. They're very useful for me, who's an FM23 newbie playing my first save. Still doing 100 of things wrong, but thanks. No, Durgego, you're welcome. You're not doing hundreds of things wrong. Football Manager still loves you, I promise. So now it's Macau, who lost 4-0 to Liechtenstein, playing East Timor, who beat the Cook Islands 7-0. Where's your optimism, chat? It doesn't sound like you have any optimism for Macau. Mutsinho, everybody's favorite striker, Mutsinho, who scored 5 goals in that first match and is in the Golden Boot conversation, will be leading the line for East Timor. I'll go ahead and put it on 7 TV. We might add it to the channel later, but so we can have it available today. Yes, Mutsinho was on a 6.1 before he scored his first goal. How's the prediction going? I'm assuming very heavily to East Timor. Yes. Over 200,000 channel points on an East Timor win. Shocking. Mombot has sent me a question that Bob highlighted. Is there a way to edit the database so the bottom 2 in the groups advance to the knockout and the loser of each knockout moves on? I actually, I don't know. That's not how we've edited it. It's a tournament to see who wins, obviously, but I think that would be really funny. I'll create a save point at the end of the group stage to see if we can do just that. Let's check out the lineups. Easiest Macau. I mean, this is a massive Macau W. Huge, massive Macau W. They look, I mean, like, to be fair, Macau looked better than their 4-0 loss to Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein just scored its chances. But, yeah, we could have some ugly groups down here at the bottom between Macau and the Cook Islands, the bottom of this group. We send it over to Clive Livingsworth. Beautiful day for a match. East Timor and Macau here in Tonga. And East Timor, Timor-Leste, and Macau, both parts of the former Portuguese Empire in East Asia. Some cultural similarities, perhaps, and those footballing similarities might be withstanding as well. But East Timor absolutely laying it on the Cook Islands. And here's Mutsinho! Oh, it's the big man again! Mutsinho with the goal! Oh, my heavens, Mutsinho! Before I can even turn the music off, it's Mutsinho that's got his 6th goal of the tournament. He's unstoppable, Mutsinho, right over the top, right through Macau, like a hot knife through butter. Cheeky outside of the foot finish for Timor-Leste. And Macau, with a defeat, is almost certainly eliminated from this worst World Cup, and they will be very hard done by that. They were very hard done by their 4-0 defeat to Liechtenstein, but they need to find a way to score a goal, and that's not been forthcoming, at least in this first half against East Timor. There's got to be something else out there for Macau, some other way to create opportunities and perhaps pressure the goal. They play such a defensive style in that 5-3-2 with a 3-5-2. They don't get the pressure on the back line, but they're trying now. Costa. Lofted down the line to Jean Pedro. That's a slick ball to Bello. Open in space. Mutsinho. Oh, he's looking like the Mutsinho of old as he rolls it right to Homan Fai. And that keeps Macau alive. How has Mutsinho not scored 85 goals at this tournament? It is boggles the mind, really. Kom Chi-hu from deep. This could be dangerous. Oh, it is dangerous! Chong Hoi Son is scored for Macau! daylight robbery! Oh, you didn't see that twist and turn coming. It's shocking goalkeeping from Costa. Chong Oi Kan has scored, and Macau is very much alive. Another goal from Macau would absolutely stun East Timor and could potentially eliminate them. Goal. Golly. Oh, that's well struck, but always drifting wide of the goal. A huge goal for Macau. And they've pulled themselves right back up into a draw with East Timor. Da Costa. Oh, my God.
There's been a red card, but for who, Chris Kamara?
It's a murder. It's an absolute murder, but it does not matter because 1-1's the final score. Ho Kesung, he will not be available for the next match, but Chong Oi San scoring the goal for Macau to keep them alive in this tournament against East Timor. And a really surprising draw for one of the favourites after the opening round of matches. Timor-Leste letting Macau back into this game when it looked for all the world like they might go and blow them away. Macau did accumulate quite a few yellow cards in this game. 6 to be exact, and then the red card for Ho Kesung. They know exactly how they're supposed to play. Yeah, no, dude, I totally had totally had Macau pulling off that result. Absolutely, totally, definitely, completely had them. Yeah, that was my pick, chap. Vanuatu and Anguilla. If Vanuatu wins, they clinch qualification to the knockouts with Fiji as well. Anguilla needs at least a draw to stay alive. Anguilla, one of the smallest national teams in the world. 15,000 people on the whole island. They're actually the second smallest national team in the world, recognized by FIFA. Was that a red card animation? Brilliant. Excellent work. All right, we have our prediction going, and that is Anguilla, Vanuatu, heavy favorites against the smallest national team in the world, Anguilla. Second smallest. I got to stop saying that. I looked it up. They're the second smallest national team in the world. 15,000 people they represent. Pakistan is in this tournament, yes. You will see Pakistan today, very likely. You will see Pakistan today. Who's number one? Montserrat. Just represents only 5,000 people, but still is in FIFA. Mick Flame, I actually don't have any involvement with the inner workings of FMBase, so I have no idea when the tactic tester thing is coming back. I'm assuming whenever they have the time to actually get that over the line. Let's take a look at the lineups. But Anguilla and Vanuatu. Anguilla lost their first match. They're going to need some serious... Anguilla's going to need some... Yeah, they're going to need some serious comeback power. Where Vanuatu won its first match. So any result here at all basically guarantees them through. Although Anguilla is within striking distance. They'd have to beat Brunei by like 4 goals to do it. Vanuatu's the big favorite. I mean, Oceania is an absolute powerhouse here. You guys know that. I know that. All right, let's get the audio in the game. And ready. 3, 2, 1. Oh, prediction? 88% on a Vanuatu win. Oh, boy. Clive? Anguilla and Vanuatu here today. Thank you so much, Skin, for joining us. This the match that only the worst World Cup could provide. Anguilla's in the blue, Vanuatu in the yellow. Brooks Bell twirling around for Anguilla. Represent just 15,000 people on that Caribbean island, but a full-fledged member of FIFA all the way. And trying to find a point or maybe even 3 on the major international stage. Fell to Fiji 2-0 in their opening match, while Vanuatu found a 3-0 win over Brunei Darussalam. That put them in the driver's seat to push themselves into the knockouts. A win for Vanuatu clinches qualification, but Gizzard, Anguilla has opened the scoring. Jonathan Gizzard, inside 3 minutes, scores Anguilla's first goal at this tournament. Unbelievable! And the Caribbean island leads the Pacific island. And that could really spice up this group if that holds. Jonathan Gizzard. Now they have to hang on to it. Ball to the back post. Thomas bouncing around. How in the... What has just happened? The ball has stayed out of the back of the net, and I have absolutely no idea why. Let's check the instant replay. Vanuatu with the set piece out wide. It's bounced round in front of the goal and eventually deflected to Bailey in what could only be described as a stroke of fortune for Anguilla. And they are holding firm despite really never controlling this match to their lead. They've smashed and grabbed the early goal and held Vanuatu out of the back of the net. All those wagers on Vanuatu, they might be a little bit wayward right now because we discovered in the previous match with Fiji's easy win that Brunei is really terrible, and that might have inflated how good Vanuatu was in this tournament. 30 minutes left to play in Anguilla. Well, they're certainly not giving up their hope of qualification to the next round. They needed 3 points today to have a reasonable chance at it, and they look like they might get it late. Guichard, is he onside here? What a finish! He's off. He's clearly offside. The flag is up on the near side. Yeah, he's offside. It's not a second goal for Anguilla. It would simply be too much to ask for Anguilla to bag a second goal here. He's very clearly offside. Well done by Vanuatu to stay disciplined, but they need more offensive push. And they're not getting it. After their 3 goals in the opening match, we have a real stunning result brewing. Anguilla holding on right now to a 1-0 lead they've had since the 3rd minute of play. This is exceptional from Anguilla. They are doing it all the way through the match itself, and Anguilla have done it. A stunning upset for Anguilla over Vanuatu. The nation of just 15,000 people has upset the apple cart against one of the favorites out of this group, at least Vanuatu of Oceania, and they will be locked in pitched battle to get into the knockout stages after that result. That is a real proper stunner in this opening round. Yeah, so I think we just crashed the entire bacon economy. Vanuatu believers absolutely in the mud. Vanuatu, one of the highest ranked teams in this entire tournament, goes toppling down against Anguilla, who's 207th in the world, thanks to a goal from Jonathan Gizzard, who is, I mean, honestly, fairly decent for the level we're playing at right now. Which brings us to the final match, a tie between Liechtenstein and the Cook Islands. Cook Islands, who we thought might be the worst team in this tournament until we met American Samoa, they're taking on a Liechtenstein team that won 4-0 against Macau previously, so certainly we're not going to end up with another surprise result. I mean, Macau got the 1-1 against East Timor, and Anguilla is beaten Vanuatu, and now we have Liechtenstein and the Cook Islands. The European representatives cannot lose this game against a Pacific Island nation of 17,000 people known as the Cook Islands. You can't lose this one. You cannot lose this one. The Baconomy, absolutely in the mud, Chad. First name's Jeff. Thank you for the 2 months as part of the Hammers. Murderous Otter, thank you. I'm really not good at that. How do they do it? I'm so bad at this. They do. That's it. Okay, that sounded right. Liechtenstein's about to cook those islands. You know, the funny thing is, Liechtenstein's only 39,000 people, so these are really fairly equivalent countries. You know, like, Liechtenstein's about twice the size of the Cook Islands, population-wise. Just make that the sound on the board. Get your logic out of here, man. I don't want to hear it, okay? The murderous otter. The point is that you're awesome, and thank you for the 14 months. I'm assuming the prediction is very... Oh my goodness, 95. Dude, there's a million bacon on a Liechtenstein win. You want to crash the bacon economy? Cook Islands gets something from this match. The bacon economy is absolutely in the freaking mud. Liechtenstein running a 4-4-2. Christopher Goop has been replaced in the lineup. The Cook Islands remain unchanged after their 7-0 defeat in their previous match. I would have also done... clearly no changes were needed. That's what I thought. Cook Islands, bottom of the group. Macau has kept itself alive with a draw. A win from the Cook Islands would make this group ridiculously weird and spicy. We're looking at a Costa Rica situation here. They lost their first match 7-0. And what does the Cook Islands have left for us? Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? It's Cook Islands, Liechtenstein, Europe against Oceania. Cook Islands in the seafoam green. They've got a set piece. Henry, headed away by Ori. But Henry's worked his way back to it, Lee Henry and Harmon. Liechtenstein have those Christmas red and blue kits out. Lee Henry. Oh, my goodness, he's fouled. Oh, he's been fouled in the area. It's Latenza for Liechtenstein, who's got a foot in, and Cook Islands have a penalty. Oh, my goodness me. It's Lee Henry to take the penalty for all of the Cook Islands. Lee Henry scores! Lee Henry scores! It was not a threatening situation, but the penalty has been given, and Lee Henry has scored it for Cook Islands. Someone come get Liechtenstein. Harmon, the captain. Oh, Toru Mariariki driving forth. This is a new Cook Islands. After their 7-0 defeat, they have not lost their spirit. Goop. Floated ball to Heeb. Headed down, back to Goop. Heeb. Driving the inline. They have to take their time. They know there'll be a chance. Oh my goodness, this is a foul. And it might be in the area for Liechtenstein. Oh, this would be harsh. It is incredibly harsh. Oh my word. It's the harshest you'll ever seen. Liechtenstein's clearly paid him off here. They've got themselves a penalty, and it's Thomas Marek, who had a couple of goals in the first match. Marek! Oh, it's cheeky. It's lovely for Thomas Marek. And the penalty's given. Liechtenstein level inside 20 minutes. Good opposite direction penalty by Thomas Marek. Harsh for Cook Islands. It's Liechtenstein's first shot of the entire affair at 20 minutes in. And they've done very well, Cook Islands, to stay competitive in this game. Liechtenstein have not really broke them down at all. Burkhardt towards Brunei. Oh no! It's right in from Fabio Brunei. Questions have to be asked to the goalkeeping here. I've got no idea where Elikana's going. He has an appointment on the left touchline. He's drifted away. He's nowhere near where he needs to be. And Liechtenstein have come from behind to grab a 2-1 lead that they scarcely deserve, it must be said. But the Europeans have survived embarrassment in this first half against the spirited Cook Islanders. The oceanic nation of 17,000 have done themselves proud today, down just one goal. Viking has come in for Lee Henry up top. They've brought in Negele and Oeri. Tatuava's come in for Cook Islands, but there doesn't seem to be any change that's going to change the trajectory of this game now, as Liechtenstein have battened down the hatches and held on to that 2-1 lead that would all but guarantee and would guarantee their qualification to the next round. Liechtenstein something of a backing in to the round of 16 on Tomorek. That'll do it. Jörg Marek has scored for Liechtenstein, and it will be 3-1 to the Alpine Minnows. It was well taken by Jörg Marek, and the Cook Islands can see the writing on the wall now. After their 1-0 lead, there was hope, there was inspiration for Cook Islands, but it has faded into the mist under a European boot. Liechtenstein 3, Cook Islands 1. Liechtenstein officially qualified, and the Cook Islands, despite inspiring hope amongst all of us, they have been officially eliminated with one match left to play. Dang it, dude. I really love this soundboard more than life itself, I'm not going to lie to you. Well, that stinks. Liechtenstein is guaranteed through, though. That's fun for them, right? It's Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein! But I can see chat is sad, too. Austria Line, thank you for the 16 months. Actually, more fun than the real World Cup. Greetings from Floridsdorf. Dude, love back to Floridsdorf. Thank you for the 16 months. Thanks for supporting the channel. Enjoy the bacon, the emotes, and being part of an elite online gaming community. Gotta really breathe your way through that one. So, that brings us to the final match days. I don't know if you're ready for this. Like, I don't know if you're emotionally prepared for this, but it's time to start settling some groups. Are you actually ready for that? Because it's time. Then the first group we're settling is Group A. And this is a match between Laos and Tonga. That Tonga needs at least a draw in. If Tonga gets at least a draw, it has a chance. So let's take a look at the situations here. If Tonga gets a draw, depending on how many goals are scored in the draw, then they have a chance. They could equal Mongolia on points, then they need a San Marino win. If Tonga wins, then Laos is on the chopping block if Mongolia is able to win. Easy, right? That makes complete sense. You understand. Chaos Day, yes. Now is the time for chaos. San Marino already eliminated after 2 matches because, of course, and they did it in typical San Marinese fashion. They took the lead and then gave up the lead and lost in both of their first 2 matches. So Laos and Mongolia are in the driver's seat, and we'll see what the first match is. I actually don't know. We'll go in, and the first match is Laos-Tonga. All right. Since they're actually happening at the same time, we can still watch both of them, but we don't know what order they're going to be in. So Laos-Tonga is the first match. The Great Khan will rise again. I haven't heard Zealand say that in ages. Well, Ganov, I just said it, though. Oh, by the way, Tonga's also the host, so obviously, as you can tell, they're playing this in a banger car park. The worst of the worst World Cup is without a doubt American Samoa right now. They lost 12-0 to Indonesia, and that's hard to do. Jim Sabubu, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome to the Hammers. And also, make sure you guys get in the subsection of the Discord when you subscribe, when you're gifted a sub, because not only can you hang out there, there's a Hammer chat, and you can be part of Save Your Saves. There's also the lounge, which I hang in. Sometimes was hanging out in it last night. When I'm just, when I finish my to-do list for the day and when I'm just sitting there gaming. So, yes, they lost 12-0. Your predictions, chat, after we've nearly crashed the bacon economy. Ooh, pretty even money split on a Tonga win, a Laos win, a draw. The Laotians are here. Spider Mamba, thank you for the tier 1. Welcome to the Hammers. Enjoy the bacon. Enjoy the emotes. Your training schedules in FM22 work in 23? Yes, I moved them verbatim. Would recommend it. I already answer you. Ooh, Mike Flame, did you ignore the answer because I didn't see you already? Unbelievable. First time here, love watching on YouTube for years, love the content. Dude, welcome. First time here, already knows how to use the freaking emotes? What a beast. Something American being the worst in the World Cup? Oh, it's fine. We made the round to 16. I'm safe. Let's rock and let's roll. Clive, you ready? Well, this is what you dream about. As a young player, kicking the ball into a palm tree repeatedly in Tonga. Having the opportunity to carry your nation at a home World Cup into the knockout stages. They can do that against Laos today. The Laotians on 4 points have not guaranteed their way through. They're in the red. Tonga's in the white with the red sleeves because we've got to make it a little confusing, of course. Tonga needs at least a draw in order to advance. A win would guarantee qualification for Tonga. A draw gives them a chance. A defeat eliminates the Tongolese and guarantees Laos through to the next round. And Duong Maiti is already in! Oh! Heartbreak for the Tongolese! It took 4 minutes for Laos to find a goal from Duong Maiti. Tidy finish, and Tonga, who went behind against San Marino before returning to the front, will have to do it again if they are going to survive. Huni up to Fiji. Fiji back and wide to Tokotaha. Tokotaha stymied Dalavong. The timely challenge, lofted ball, easy for Kite. Fiji. Uhatahi. Bulangvanga got it back to the goalkeeper. They just keep going direct here, but they're losing the battle with this massive Tongolese back line. Fale Papalongi. Fale Papalongi. Great ball. Polovi! Is he onside? He is! And Tonga have scored! It is indeed Tonga time! I have absolutely no idea how he is onside, but he is. Polovi kept onside there and tucks it to bed on the near post. Tonga time. Oh heavens, I am not quite sure about that call, but Polovi brought it under his spell. Fale Papalangi with a wonderful delivery, and we are certainly off and running in this match. Next goal will be huge in either direction. A goal for either side would guarantee qualification to the next round if it was held on to. And that tension that we have returned to from the opening 10 minutes seems to have caused something of a stalemate up to this moment, as Laos and Tonga hit half-time at 1 apiece. And they into the second half, searching for that one heroic moment. Tonga still doesn't have a second shot in this game. Laos has created shooting chances, but not good ones. Duong Maiti, Tuifongaloka in the way. Fakasi Ileki able to clear up to Polovili. Fale Papalongi depossessed by Bun Vlonga. Bulamongza onto Duong Maiti! It's a stake through the heart of Tonga as Laos have scored. Bolovongza to Duong Maiti. The only man capable of scoring for Laos at this tournament has scored again. And Tonga have pulled it back once. It feels a lot to ask them to pull it back again. But they do have a set piece. Uatahi towards Taufa to, oh my goodness, the referee, he's spotted something in the fray. And we might have one of the highest pressure penalties of this entire tournament. The penalty has been given for Tonga. It's Lutu who will take it. 15 minutes to play at this host World Cup. And a goal to tie it would keep them alive. Lutu. Oh, it's saved. Oh, what a save. Nabokov held his ground. Simple catastrophe for Tonga. A penalty denied in the hopes of a nation with it. Dalavong can ice this dangerous free kick for Laos. Dalavong. Oh, Malafu with the save. A crucial save for Tonga. It was the right action from Dalavong. But tragedy has befallen Tonga, and they have precious few minutes to pull themselves out of it. Bending ball to the back post. Fakasi Ileki. Fomsuvon. Pinkeo. Fomsuvon's got targets in the middle. He's got Duong Maiti. He's always got Vonason. Duong Maiti. A hat trick for Fonsuong Duong Maiti. A hat trick that will send Laos through. Uatahi, they have to have this for Tonga. Direct on free kick for Uatahi. Is it still Tonga time? It's just not. The clock is broken. So unlucky Uatahi not to score that goal, and Laos has won. Laos has guaranteed qualification to the next round. And Laos has not only guaranteed qualification for themselves, they've guaranteed qualification for Mongolia as well, with a 3-1 win over Tonga that certainly wasn't lacking for drama. And that will bring us right into that match. We're getting word now that it's Mongolia in San Marino. Is that snow? Thank you, Football Manager. All right. Make sure you get your wages up at the top of the chat. We have San Marino in Mongolia, the tears of snow from Mother Nature in Tonga today. Volcanic ash. Yeah, it's probably more likely volcanic ash, isn't it? Anyways, Mongolia, the favourites, of course, against the European representative San Marino, who have lost their opening two matches to Tonga and Laos. Well, now Mongolia, they're playing for the right to be top of the group. They're going to need to beat San Marino by 3 goals to do it, and San Marino's trying to get a win, or just a point. I mean, really, San Marino doesn't get many of either of those, and they've got a chance to do it today. 71% of the chat is on the Mongolia train so far. And Mongolia lining up in a 4-4-2 formation. Well, San Marino have rolled out the 8 at the back formation that they call home to try and survive these matches. We, of course, already know that Laos has beaten Tonga, and Mongolia is going to need a 3-goal victory here today in order to take top of the group and get themselves an easier draw in the next round. We're underway. Mongolia, the Central Asian nation, against San Marino of the Italian Peninsula. Perpetually anointed the worst team in Europe, and they've done nothing to dispel that at the first inaugural worst World Cup, Batur. So a lovely switch to Bilgun. San Marino, they have led both the matches they've lost in this tournament, which is an unusual distinction. Lofted ball, oh, misplayed. Monk Erden's. And he skied it. Monk Erden would have absolutely backed himself to score that one. It was misplayed on the San Marinese back line. And a match that both teams are already assured their fate is taking a slow turn. Vitioli for San Marino. It's cruel and unusual for Captain Matteo Vitioli. He's not scored. He's hammered the crossbar. And now Mongolia from deep. It's Bilgun, Dodolgun, Torbat. Beaten to it by Battistini. Now Calzolari. Calzolari's got Golanucci. That's a lovely ball. Golanucci blocked away. There's good defense by Mongolia. Got back to the right positions. Monk Erdene might fancy himself a long run here. Oh my, Monk Erdene fancied himself for all the glory, and he came out with none. Trying to redeem himself from the best chance of the match he had earlier, but San Marino and Mongolia fairly equal at the moment. And a 0-0 on the score sheet. Nothing to separate these two sides. Mongolia are already through, but without a 3-goal win, they will be going through in second position. San Marino's looking to acquire its first point of this tournament, and maybe just a win to hang their hat on. Those are so difficult to come by for San Marino in their history as a national team. Just 20 minutes left to play, and what will likely be a very forgettable knockout final group stage match between Mongolia and San Marino. 5 yellow cards, now 6 yellow cards as Monco Denny joins the party, but nothing really here. Mongolia and San Marino playing to a draw, unless San Marino has one last stroke to find themselves in a winning position for the first time in what feels like forever. Arianbold. It's a bad ball. Vitaioli. Oh my goodness! Stefanelli! Oh, it's saved by Arianbold! Cruel and unusual indeed. San Marino, after a sleeping match, awoke in a fright in front of the goal and couldn't finish it off on Arianbold. And that's the final whistle. Mongolia 0, San Marino 0. Mongolia through on 5 points. San Marino has to go home dreaming of a potential 3 points in this match. They had a real chance right at the end. But a 0-0 draw on Mongolia-San Marino clinches the fate of both. Well, I mean, San Marino's going to San Marino, you know what I'm saying? San Marino's going to San Marino. Brutal. They should have won that. Also, what is Duong Mai? Duong Mai Iti is like not even good. And the guy has been bagging goals for Laos in this tournament. The hat trick in the decisive game. Anyways, group number 2. In this group, we have Eritrea, who is already eliminated. And we have Pakistan and Cambodia on 4 points, and the U.S. Virgin Islands on 3. So Pakistan plays Eritrea, U.S. Virgin Islands plays Cambodia. That's the situation we find ourselves in. Eritrea is, of course, already eliminated. Nobody is guaranteed through, although with a win, Pakistan would guarantee qualification, but Eritrea is looking for some pride after catching some serious hands from the U.S. Virgin Islands, which came out of absolutely nowhere. I'm surprised so many people are saying they're winning here. Yeah, we can say it before the next game, so that's fine. Sure, whatever, man. Big chance for Pakistan, though. A win guarantees qualification to the next round. A draw also guarantees qualification to the next round. It's only with a loss that Pakistan is actually eliminated in this match. Okay, rock and roll. Good afternoon, Salt Pepper Chili, and thank you to Liam for the 2 months. Thank you so much for being a part of the Hammers, and Uberschwein, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome to the Hammers. Enjoy the bacon. Enjoy the emotes. Make sure you guys get in the subsection of the Discord so you meet all the other Hammers. Use the bacon, the emotes. Throw those emotes around in the chat. You know, it's Azerbaijan in this World Cup. No, they weren't bad enough. Nowhere near bad enough, honestly. So the poll is up. Predictions coming in. Pakistan, Eritrea, and a draw. Oh, it's packed house. Of course, Pakistan and Eritrea. Group B's final day. U.S. Virgin Islands trying to pull off a stunning turnaround with honestly a shocking upset of Eritrea in the previous match. Let's take a look at the lineups. Eritrea led by Gibsawi and Mulugada on a 4-4-2. And then we have Pakistan, who loves its Khans. They have nearly as many Khans as Korea has Kims. They got 4 Khans in the starting lineup and rocking that 4-3-3. Laos and Mongolia have guaranteed their passage through. Tonga, then San Marino in that group. Will Pakistan be joining them and drawn into the next round? And who will Pakistan be playing? Will it be Laos or Mongolia? If you win the group, you could get Mongolia. That could be nice. All right. Oh, it's the Great Wall of Khan against the East African nation of Eritrea. who have really disappointed. They suffered a shock 3-0 defeat to the US Virgin Islands in their previous match. But we all know that they are more capable than they showed in that contest, and we are expecting them to show that today against Eritrea, or against Pakistan, who are rocking out in that highlighter green. Good ball up to Gibsawi. Gibsawi on the hold-up play. Tadezi dancing around Gibsawi. He's looking towards the goal. The goalkeeper has thrown himself out the way. And it's all Pakistan could do to get the ball clear out for a corner. Kidane. In this group that was initially supposed to be wide open before these four teams. Eritrea, no points from their opening 2 matches, have really undone what was supposed to be a 4-way street. But they can still cause some damage. Gibsawi, Tadesi towards the end line. He's run it back, throw into the middle. Oh, Hussein forced into the save, and another save for Hussein. Pakistan on their heels as Eritrea, playing with nothing to lose, are playing very well. They've got more of the ball, they've got more chances and shots and XG. But Pakistan's got more points in the group, and that's really what matters. Hussein. Cut down to Gibsawi, now Ahmed. Back to Mahmoud, Saddam Hussein, the captain. Mahmoud. Up towards Mansour Khan. And it's right back to Gibsawi. Gibsawi charging forward. Gibsawi pulls it back. Awet. Ball across towards Kidane, who's already had one clear chance block to Glegzi. Michael. This one dealt with by Khan, but Kidane to Gibsawi! And it would seem that they have taken full advantage of their advantage. Right on half-time, a snap. Oh, it's offside. Erase everything I just said from the public record. Devin Gibsawi was offside. And it's not really his fault, and it is so narrow. But Devin Gibsawi offside. It's no goal. It is no goal. It's 0-0 at half-time between Eritrea and Pakistan. And Pakistan, with a goal, could still put itself top of the group and then some. Eritrea already eliminated, trying to ruin Pakistan's evening. Pakistan with a defeat could still be eliminated. How's this found? Mansour Khan! Oh, it's a... Well, I've got no idea what it is for the back line of Eritrea other than a disaster. Hussein with a long ball towards Mansour Khan. Michael gets beat to it, and Mansour Khan waltzes it in. It's Solomon trying to make up for Michael's disheveled nature in that defense. He could not do it. And Mansour Khan has got his 3rd goal in this tournament. And Eritrea in a similar refrain from their other matches. Oh, Gibsawi! Finally! At long last, Gibsawi has scored. And Eritrea says, not so fast. Pakistan thinking they're safe for the next round. Mulugeta leaves it for Gibsawi, and Gibsawi's finish is world class. Crossbar and down for Gibsawi. Absolutely fantastic. That is a hit and a half for Gibsawi. And it is now 1-1 for Eritrea, and they are left dreaming of what could have been with the way they've competed against Pakistan today. This has been a worthy performance from Eritrea. Pakistan caught them on the counter-attack on one occasion with Mansour Khan, but it looks as though Eritrea is going to really ruin Pakistan's chances of finishing top of this group. They will. A 1-1 draw, but that is enough for Pakistan to guarantee qualification. to the next round. So a big moment for the Pakistan national team. They've done enough. Eritrea's got themselves a point at the worst World Cup, but the way they played today, they have to be thinking they could have done more in this tournament. Draw bettors are living large right now. Well, now we know what that means. The U.S. Virgin Islands has to win against Cambodia to go through. A win for Cambodia puts them top of the group. A draw qualifies Cambodia and eliminates the U.S. Virgin Islands. That is the situation in which we find ourselves. The U.S. Chad Virgin Islands, the USVI, trying to make its way into the next round. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It's the U.S. Chad Islands to you, brother. Oh goodness, Cambodia with 69%. 69% of the wager from Cambodia. That's fabulous. 68, 69% of the wager. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at that. Look at that 76%, 75%. Let's take a look. Starting lineups, Cambodia, U.S. Virgin Islands. Who you got? Oh, 4-2-3-1 for the U.S. Virgin Islands. Loving it, loving it. Cambodia rocking out with a 7-3. Love that for them. And with a draw, actually, if they draw, Pakistan wins the group. Because Pakistan has a better goal difference over Cambodia. So if this is a draw, Pakistan wins the group, Cambodia comes in second. If Cambodia wins, they win the group. If the U.S. Virgin Islands wins, they are going through to the knockouts, and Cambodia has been eliminated. That is what is at stake here today.
Why did the employee get fired from the keyboard factory? He wasn't putting in enough shifts.
Who's winning the World Cup? Morocco, because why not? Also, Canasti, B+, really solid. Thank you for the 19 months as part of the Hammers. You're freaking awesome, Canasti. Enjoy the bacon and enjoy the emotes. You are so close. Actually, 5 months away from Diamond Bacon. There you go. Cancel the wager. We're going. What's the U.S. Virgin Islands and Cambodia? What else would you want to watch on this fine Tuesday afternoon? For the U.S. Virgin Islands, we've already run through the scenarios, has to win this game. Cambodia with a draw or a win, has qualified with a win. It wins the group. With a draw, it finishes in second. The U.S. Virgin Islands in the blue and gold. Cambodia in the white. So this is the U.S. Virgin Islands on the opening foray here on 19 minutes. Hong Fung, no, Joseph. Got it back, looking for Rinsford. Cleared as far as Nelthrop. U.S. Virgin Islands, after a bitter defeat to Pakistan, stunned Eritrea in their second match, and now they're trying to put pressure on Cambodia. On Shanpolin. Sieng Chantea. It's a Cambodia side that looked the better side against Pakistan, but fought their way to a draw instead. There's a ball. Proc Moniudom in and scores! And the Southeast Asians would expect a victory today, and they have found the early goal that might lead to it. Xingming to Proc Moniudom. Tidy finishing. And there's not much you can do if you're Kendall left on an island against Cambodia and the U.S. Virgin Islands, now in need of 2 goals to save its skin at this worst World Cup. Rinsford. The U.S. Virgin Islands scored 3 goals against Eritrea. They have the offense in them. Fuller is a big part of that, but the pass can't find him. And Xingming is charging forward again for Cambodia. He assisted the last goal, Xingming. And he's still driving Xingming. He's played the ball only to Kendall. He was more worried than he needed to be, really. There was no one near him. Kendall's service falls for Proc Moniudom. The Proc Moniudom. What a pass! What a goal for Xing Tontea! And it seems as though after a rapturous performance against Eritrea that the US Virgin Islands has been found out by Cambodia here today. Because Cambodia's 2-0 lead over the US Virgin Islands is feeling very solid. The US Virgin Islands need 3 goals to save themselves, which they did score against Eritrea. Xiang Chantea. Xiang Chantea onto Ching Ming. Ching Ming towards the end line. He's found Xiang Chantea again. Xiang Chantea is padding his stats and Ching Ming is pulling the strings for Cambodia. And we have found a real disaster for the Chad Virgin Islands, the US Virgin Islands. The collection of islands just east of Puerto Rico that have kept their hope alive well and truly into the final day with their stunning victory over Eritrea. But that looks to be the end of the line and the end of their celebrations. A hopeful shot from Smith that's well over. And Cambodia cruises into halftime up 3-0, trying to add to it once more. Thierry punched by Kendall. Sean Vatanaka with the dagger at the end of this first half. It's a clean strike from Sean Vatanaka after the punch away, and the US Virgin Islands have been buried in a Cambodian avalanche. There's a lot to be said for the US Virgin Islands keeping hope alive into this final match day. But all of that hope has faded away now. Kendall collects. They need 5 goals, and that is oh so unlikely. They need 5 goals. And Sean Vatanaka wants another for himself. Is shot right into the chest of Kendall, who's not had too much to do with the goals for Cambodia. US Virgin Islands have to start somewhere. Fuller. Bin Thierry has collected the ball, and now he's rummaging around the back line. He's played in Proc Moneyudo. Oh, he's not money on this one. That was a wild miss hit by Proc Moneyudo. Fuller, Herring, Blashka, On Shanpolin, who's already scored 1 goal in this tournament. Xing Ming, who's done much of the facilitating from his right wing-back position, going for Sean Vatanaka. Ninth rope clears it away. Bin Thierry back to Xing Chantea. They are the far superior outfit, Cambodia, and they are going to win this group in some style. They have wasted no time in clearly separating themselves from the US Virgin Islands, but Rinsford can pull something back, and it wasn't a bad effort from Rinsford. It's all just so well done by Cambodia. They look a clean cut above with their deliveries. And another brilliant one to Xing Chantea. What a pass that was. And Smith got tangled up with Xing Chantea's legs. And the explosive Cambodian forward might just have another chance to add to his tally. Because that's a clear penalty, a clear as day. And the US Virgin Islands, who won a match at this tournament, have run into a buzzsaw. Sean Vatanaka. Saved by Kendall. Oh, who had that on their bingo card? Another save for Kendall. I mean, it's a double save that in other circumstances would be heroic. But it seems almost unnecessary at this point. But Kendall with a double save to keep it 5-0 Cambodia. Now Kendall. Just roaming around, trying to find a ball for Rinsford. Hong Fing wins the battle with Rinsford. And Hong Fing floats a ball that Nythrup's able to head back to Kendall. He's finding himself very involved in proceedings at the moment. Lofted ball towards Uk Sovan. Bin Terry. George down for Nythrup. And now Joseph. Rinsford. Kendall will try and drain some of the time from this contest, but it's quick transition to the front line from Cambodia. Proc Moneyudom, the extra runner. Kendall had him read like a book. But Proc Moneyudom has caused real problems for the U.S. Virgin Islands, and that's a real look at how teams might need to deal with Cambodia in the future. Full credit to Pakistan for drawing this Cambodian side, because they've blown away Eritrea, and now they are blowing away the U.S. Virgin Islands in this group. A complete and dominant performance from Cambodia that will see them through to the knockout stages of this tournament. Right there on 5-0. Yeah, 5-0 and Kendall's on a 7.2. Definitely a statement. And the Asian sides claim all 4 spots in the first 2 groups. Cambodia, Pakistan, Laos, Mongolia. All going through the island nations of Tonga and the U.S. Virgin Islands next, and San Marino and Eritrea in after that, but just not enough. Duong Maiti's also 3rd in the Golden Boot list with 5 goals in the first 3 matches. Going off. Popping off. How do you respond to rumors that Clive is being poached by a traditional TV network? I mean, that would be tragic, obviously, but there's only so much you can do when somebody's become the voice of so many, you know, heart-stopping, dramatic moments. I don't think we have time to get another group in before the actual match starts. We definitely don't. If we want to be, like, actually ready for it. I heard Clive has been sleeping with some of the players' wives. Who does he look like? Giggs? Come on. He's a man of honor. He drinks himself to sleep every night, so he's ready to call the game the next day. Honor. Very important to Clive. All right. Are you watching the game here? Yeah, we'll be watching the game here. We got to set up our watch-along stuff. Why is Kev mentioning me on Twitter? What's happening? Get your hands off me, Kevin. So I would suggest people send me their 100th video, and I'll watch that. Any feedback I can give you will be much more useful to you then. Oh, it's somebody asking for advice. Yeah, Kev's generally right on that. Yeah. Kev is generally right on that. Will you be supporting today? Yeah, so let's start setting up our watch along here. Which we gotta come to our World Cup screen. Hi. And we gotta clean it off, so. Sorry if I just triggered some English PTSD there. I definitely didn't forget about this, but yeah, it's good. I think Argentina's going to win the game. I said it yesterday. I think that the game ends up being very much like 2-0. No problem. Argentina just kind of cruises it. I mean, the analytics, and I know. I know. The analytics on Croatia are just so much worse than they were 4 years ago. Like, they really have been outplayed in the two, like, dramatically outplayed in the 2 games that they have played. And it doesn't give me a lot of hope that they're going to be able to survive doing that a third time. I mean, they obviously could. But it doesn't give me a lot of hope that they're going to be able to survive doing that a third time, like at all. Also, the Worst World Cup will return tomorrow. We're going to look to finish it tomorrow before the other semifinal. We're going to look to finish the entire Worst World Cup, which includes the rest of the group stage matches and everything else. So hopefully you can join us for that, and hopefully you can stick around to actually watch the World Cup match as we get our graphics set up for the match itself. Now, you call me an XG merchant. I'm not just talking about XG. I mean, I've got a friend who's very into the analytics and stuff, and in terms of like goal scoring actions, threatening possession, game control, all these different things. Croatia's just not as good as they were 4 years ago. They're just not. If it goes to penalties, Croatia's 4 for 4 in their World Cup history in penalties. Argentina's 5 for 6. So Peacocks win. The day after the World Cup semifinal will be the Peacock stream. Now that everything is set up, I can absolutely guarantee that that's when it's going to happen. The day, Thursday. Why do I say the day? The first Peacock stream will be Thursday and Friday. It'll be awesome. The Peacocks. Copium. Oh, I mean, I'm actually serious. The audio thing is all set up, and everything else is perfect. Oh, I just turned it off. Oops. Didn't mean to turn it off yet. Just have to turn it off when I start watching the match. All right. Let's get rid of this lineup so nobody freaks out and is like, oh, lineup. Okay. Who do we have on the right? Croatia. God, I can't believe it's the World Cup semifinal already. I know I watched the whole thing, but I still just can't believe that it's the World Cup semifinal already. Feels like it should be longer. I feel like I have this same feeling after every World Cup, but it just feels like it should have been longer. While you're in the middle of it, you're like, oh, of course, more matches today, whatever, bleh. But then all of a sudden it ends, and you're like, wait a second. Hold on there, Buster. Don't know if I was ready to have to wait 4 years again. Dreaming about the World Cup, especially after the U.S. got knocked out. Everything's really flown by. Am I going to go to the couch? I was honestly I was trying to decide that before I went live today. I could also just stay here. I think I might stay here. Because I'd have to unscrew the camera, unscrew the mic. But, I think I'll just stay here. World Cup feels like it's the fastest ever. Argentina has 2 suspensions. Who's suspended? I mean, I know the lineups are out. Let me pull that up now. France squad struck down by illness going into the semifinal. It's the wrath of Allah. Bro, Morocco's the team of destiny, for real. They are on it. All right, let's get the lineups in. Acuna. Oh, wow. Acuna's played like the vast majority. The vast majority. That means Tagliafico's got to be starting, right? Tagliafico's definitely starting. Ah. Alright, pull up the FIFA World Cup squads so that I can get all them proper ways to write them names, because all the teams with the easy freaking names are getting knocked out. And all the teams that have got all them weird freaking names are staying in. Absolute nightmare here. So I gotta go find all them names over there. Perfect. Left lineup, Argentina. 23. Emiliano Martinez. He's got an accent in his name. There we go. Goalkeeper. Right. 3. Nicholas Tagliafico. Boom. And then we have... Oh, they're starting Paredes. I guess... I guess nothing. I have no idea. Maybe they liked him kicking it into the Dutch bench last time. Thank you to Lionel for not having an accent in his name. I mean, goodness, somebody's got to make it easy, right? Christian Romero doesn't either. No Di Maria again. They really dropped that idea early in this tournament. Wonder why Otamendi decides to go with 19. Seems very random. And they're going Nahuel Molina and Enzo Fernandez. Everybody's darling new $80 million signing, Enzo Fernandez. Freaking perfect. Di Maria's not 100%? Oh, really? I figured they just pulled him after the Saudi Arabia game and, like, bring him in as substitution relief, you know? That was their plan. Yeah, it's the right roster right there, so that is the lineup for Argentina. Oop. Minimized OBS. Nice. Now we go to get the Croatian names because they also have a bunch of fancy stuff going on. Number 1, Dominic Lovakovic. That dude's also due for a massive move. And I've got this like roster thing so I can get all the names right, but got to go over and copy them, you know. Mateo Kovacic. The old double C action, which, look, I love it as much as the next guy, but Andre Kramaric. Luka Modric. Easy. 11 is Brozovic. Cool. And then they have 15 Pasalic. Just like the same starting lineup they ran out in the last game. I really can't believe this team beat Brazil. I know what they did 4 years ago, and I know I always talk about them as they're in that next category with Belgium, the Netherlands, Croatia. The next category of national teams that should always expect to make it to the World Cup and have a reasonable chance against any team in the world. But that Brazil team was so good. I mean, really, that Brazil team was so good. Josip Juranovic, who went from a bunch of people hating on him in the chat to being a hero. We lost to ourselves. I guess that's a good way of putting it, but still, I mean, Croatia is the team that advanced, right? They absolutely did it up large. Do you guys want Adler to come watch? I feel like yes. I'll invite Adler to come down and watch, but I'll have to move the mic and the camera if I do that. Which we'll do now. So enjoy this vibey music, because what we're going to do first is the mic. Croatia's just good. Exactly. But they're not great. You know what I mean? They just have to have such a good mentality. Argentina won't even make it to... I think Argentina wins this 2-0. I think finally we get what we've been expecting. Real Fred, thank you so much for the 9 months as part of the Hammers. You're a beast! Do 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 do. Did I mute alerts? No. I did not. Well, I mean, on this screen there are no alert sounds, so that's probably why you didn't hear it. Save this up real quick. Get out of the old football manager game there. Hey Z, how are we? We're doing well. Getting ready for a little World Cup action. Well, I show the game here on stream. I am unfortunately not legally allowed to do that. Totally wish I was. Definitely not allowed to do that, so. Does Adler prefer some weird sport like baseball? No, he likes soccer. He plays FM, started a new FM save recently. So he's got that going on. Let me get the game up here. If I do that, you can't hear the music. Hold on. All right, now you got tunage. Let me, now I have to do the mic, so you're not going to hear me. Hi. I'm back. So, got that done. Now we have to move the camera. Are you ready for that? What if there's a thing where you showed us the game, but we had to prove that we paid to see it? Very complicated because the viewership stuff all over the other, all over the world. But I'll see you guys in a second. Bye. I'm still right here though. Don't ever give up on me. I swear, I will never stop streaming stupid stuff for your entertainment. Ever. I'm still here. You just gotta dream big enough and you can see it. If you dream big enough, I'm still here, chat. Right here. I've never left you. Awesome. We're making progress, chat. Oh, the World Cup! The World Cup semi-final. I haven't actually asked you guys yet. Who's winning? Who gonna win? I keep saying Argentina's winning 2-0. I know a couple of people have volunteered their opinions, but like, do you actually think it's gonna win the game? I mean, we're gonna do a poll, I'm sure, and everything, but like, you know, a lot of people going with Croatia, I guess, but got the teams ready to come out of the tunnel here. Looks like something like that. Come on, dude. You're gonna get a glorious shot at chest hair when this thing turns on. Like, literally chest hair OnlyFans level. Come on, bruv. Sound kind of low? No, it's low for everybody. I'm a little far away from the mic, brother. Brother! Yeah. I see. A vast majority of people are picking Croatia. That I'm seeing. You can wager your bacon on it, of course. Will there be a goal by 20 minutes? Ah, there you go. Prediction is up. Come on now, camera. What if I told you you were doing a great job, camera? What would you do then? Oh, this is a real issue, not a fake one. So help me, camera. What the fudge cake? This is... I should never listen to anybody. Where's Z? I've become a black hole. Currently on the way to just swallow all of existence. Hi. Hello. I told you you were gonna get a glorious shot of chest hair whenever this thing turned on. Watch it! Drink it in! Alright. So now we're set up on everything. I need to go get the headset stuff for Adler. Wow, it was really hard. I just got it. I'm so good. Don't know how I managed that one. Might have been the toughest thing I've ever done in my entire life. I always remember, I gotta comment one of my like earliest videos here. I have to, I'll shut this off because I'm just gonna be like moving around, but I got a comment, one of my earliest videos, chat. I promise the camera didn't break. I did that on purpose. It was like, bruh, you're never gonna make it. It was one of the weirdest takes I've ever seen. Bruh, you're never gonna make it on YouTube if you don't shave that chest hair. It is absolutely disgusting. And I was like, wow. Somebody was born with a lot of chest hair that they're just afraid to embrace, and it shows. Alright. There we go. This is a weird... I was like, wow, man. So you're kind of into it, huh? I think I did mess with him. I think I did reply to it. Was like, dude, stop hitting on me, or something. I can't help myself sometimes. You know this. I've never regretted leaving that comment. Aye-all. Now I'm never gonna save your name right on purpose. Alright, let me make sure we're good. Test. Hello? Hello? Oh, that's so quiet. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ah! Perfect. Absolutely fantastic. So we'll mute that up, unmute this, get rid of that. Oh, wait, we can't mute that up. That's not how this works. Okay, so we go to routing. And now you can't hear it. Theoretically. Really, the last thing I need is the Fox frickin' browser player to not work? That would be funny. I've been watching it for 20 minutes. I hit refresh, and it's like, oh, so you want death? So you have chosen death? Well, yes, that's what I have chosen. Yep, there we go. All right, I'm going to go get Adler. Took no time at all. It's your World Cup viewing party. It's your World Cup viewing party brought to you by Zealand & Co. Happy World Cup semifinal day. I hope you are having a wonderful day. I certainly am. Gotta go fetch Adler. I knew you were there. You weren't gonna scare me. I knew you were on the other side of that door. Frickin' dweeb. Scooted. Alright. You got the headphones, right? They're already on. They're working, everything. Fox just had an error occur, so that's great. Excuse me. Oh, we're underway. Cool. It just started right on time. Let's go, chat. Time to, you know the time. Let's get your score predictions in the chat so that they are preserved forever in history as, look, I predicted the score correctly. All right, clock is accurate. You can sync up with us whenever. Adler, welcome. Hello. All right. So, Croatia, Argentina. My score prediction is Argentina 2-0. What are you thinking?
I'm going bold given the advanced statistics, but Croatia 2-1.
I gotta turn us up, by the way. Ugh. There we go. Now we should be, yeah, now we're louder. Talk.
Hello.
Yeah, we're louder now.
Just a little bit more.
Yeah, you're good. Go all the way. There we go. What did you say? I was distracted by the audio.
2-1 Croatia.
Oh, come on. You agree with chat. Chat's all on the Croatia train, dude. Is that before or after PKs, they're asking? Like, the interesting thing is, but these two teams combined in their World Cup careers are 9 of 10 in PK shootouts.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean, I knew Croatia was ridiculous.
4 for 4 in their brief history. Yeah. One of you needs to talk at a different pitch. Okay, guys.
Hello.
A great game today. I'm so excited. See, now people are finally picking Argentina. It's fantastic. I think it's much better too. I think it goes with my manly bearded persona. What? Can you read?
No.
Okay.
Who's your predicted man of the match? You might have covered this.
Am I predicted? No. Well, okay. Acuna is suspended. The left back for Argentina is suspended. So that could be huge. Yeah, we have the lineups up there, obviously. Croatia's still rolling with the same, basically everything. The only thing they mess with is their forwards. They've gone with Pasalic and is the other where is he? Kramaric. There he is. They'll sub Kramaric and Pasalic out in the second half, as is tradition. Argentina's defense low-key bad, though. They've given up at least a goal in their first 2 knockout matches, obviously lost to Saudi Arabia. The only team didn't score against them was friggin' Mexico. And Mexico sucks now, apparently.
Ooh.
Hey.
Do you know, I was reading the other day that, what is his name? Yeah, I kept thinking Emilio, but it's Emiliano Martinez.
Yeah,
Sure. Was on, I think, loan to the 4th tier English league like 7 or 8 years ago.
Well, yeah, I mean, like Harry Kane played down there. Jamie Vardy played there until he was
I
like
know
31.
Start out there.
Yeah,
Interesting. I couldn't remember what team it was though.
yeah. I don't think it matters. Although I'm sure they're tweeting up a storm like, our
I'm
boy,
sure-
Emi Martinez.
We developed
Yeah,
him.
we did this. Anyone remember what Z had to do if Messi wins the whole thing? I thought it was Portugal. If Portugal won the whole thing, I was going to shave like CR7 into my chest. I don't think we had a Messi thing, though. Because people said I was hating on
You
Ronaldo.
have to get a full calf tattoo.
Yeah.
Just like
of
Messi.
of Messi, but like dressed as Jesus. That's
Exactly.
Like, yeah, okay. I'm going to tilt this down a little bit. It's making me feel very short. Can't have that happen.
We do look like a before and after commercial.
Yeah. New Rogaine.
Gee, do you know where Claudio Reyna played before Germany?
I have no idea. Did he go to Sunderland before then? Maybe. How much would you pay for Dominic Livakovic in Football Manager?
Ooh, what team am I managing in FM? I'm actually just starting a save right now. I'm trying to make
I told them you were just starting a save.
Yeah. I was thinking about the Liechtenstein challenge where you try to
25.
take the dues
It's more than
to
25.
to the Champions League, but you can't qualify for the Champions League through the domestic league as Vaduz. That's what makes it so challenging. Oh, UVA is where Reyna played.
Oh, that's why he's asking. Fair enough. Congratulations to my alma mater, Syracuse, on winning a national championship in soccer ball. Foot soccer, my favorite sport. First ever Syracuse national championship. Tajon Buchanan played at Syracuse. World Cup extraordinaire. More importantly, I didn't play at Syracuse, but I watched a few times. Oi!
Oh,
God, this freaking Argentina bench, dude.
Oh, wow.
Hey! That was the Croatian bench. Who's the ref today, chap? Also, you guys said 25 million. No, I think Livakovic is going for 45.
Where does he play currently?
Dinamo Zagreb in Croatia. So he's going to get a big money move. I think 45 to 50. I think 20 to 25. I saw you guys make your... I think that's low for sure. That is Miles Robinson's old school as well, yeah. It's the Italian ref. Infantino. Did you see he reffed a game of Legends? Like,
Really?
Gianni Infantino
I didn't know
reffing
that.
some Legends game. I think they played the match on a field of dead bodies.
Today,
Yeah.
he is a dead body.
Yeah, today I am the hose. The terrible ref from Argentina, the Netherlands.
Yeah, didn't 3 of the 4 main refs not? They didn't get like picked to be the refs for the semis and final because they were awful.
Yeah, the refs were bad that whole round. They were overwhelmed. Borna Sosa has to come up huge if they want to win. I don't think so, because Borna Sosa has just been solid the entire tournament, and that has been enough.
That one and the ref in the Argentina Netherlands game just completely lost control of.
Well, I love when there was a fight on the bench, and he just backpedaled away from it with a card in his hand, and I'm like, what do you have to get control of that. You can't just run away from it, and like he's just blowing his whistle, backing away, trying to get people to come towards him.
Well, and then a lot of people thought that what's his face, Paredes should have been sent off for kicking the ball straight into the bench.
He's starting today.
Yeah, I know.
Leandro Paredes. Thank goodness they don't have suspensions for the final, or anybody that gets a yellow on the entire Argentinian team would be suspended. What if we end up with a rematch, dude?
I hope we don't. I mean, I think
would you not want a rematch? Like if I walked up to you and was like, it's France Croatia again.
My perfect. No. I'm an underdog guy, just so you know. I'm a lover of the underdogs. And so whenever I'm a neutral fan, I am always rooting for chaos to reign. So naturally, I would love a Croatia-Morocco final.
How many times has a rematch even happened? I would imagine it happened way back, but probably not since the 50s or 60s. Because back then, it would be like a couple teams that were really good and everybody else sucked. And it'd be like, oh, it's Hungary against Brazil again or something. You enjoy snooze fests? I mean, it's like... that's the way Croatia and Morocco have gotten here. Yeah. General snooze fest followed up by incredibly fiery penalty shootouts. And then, of course, even Morocco's win was this huge snoozer. It was 1-0, and then they parked the bus very well. That was it.
Yeah.
I'm Spanish. They eliminated us, but Morocco in the final would be... Yeah, I mean, how could you hate on the first African finalist at a World Cup? I would love for Morocco to be the first team outside of the 2 major continents to win a World Cup, too, because... For those that don't know, only European and South American teams have ever won the World Cup in the first place.
Would really help their... I know they've... Oh.
What?
Interesting. Morocco's been bidding to try to get the World Cup for the last, 3 rounds.
Clearly they should. It'd be hilarious if they won the World Cup, then hosted it, and got knocked out in the group stage. Just, completely flamed out. I mean, I hope they get a World Cup.
Yeah, I do as well.
I don't know if 2030 is the best time. I'm not super up to date on the way, what the other bids are. But
I thought that I could be wrong, so don't hate on me if I am. But I thought I heard something about a joint bid between Spain, Portugal, and Morocco.
Oh yeah, no, I heard that too. I have no idea if it's true.
That would be awesome.
Do they host themselves? Now, Morocco was the only serious competing bid with the United States for the 2022 World Cup. It was the U.S. and Morocco. It came down to the wire, you know. Pretty lukewarm 11 minutes here. This is honestly, Croatia's wheelhouse right here.
Yeah.
This is Croatia's game. But I think Croatia's going to lose also because they're not wearing their normal uniform.
No more checkerboard?
Yeah, no, they didn't get to break out the checkerboard because Argentina gets to wear their uniform.
Or is it a chessboard?
It is Portugal, Spain, and Ukraine. I don't know exactly how that would work. Copa America's in 2024. Yeah, hopefully the U.S. is in that. I'm hearing reports the U.S. is going to be able to play in the Copa America, so...
I've heard reports that they might even try to host it. Since
Oh
I've
yeah,
heard
because
that
I think Ecuador
doesn't
was
wanna host
supposed.
it,
Yeah, Ecuador was supposed to host it, but like backed out. So the U.S. has plenty of stadiums. We could just host Copa America. We have before.
Well, the Copa America
Centenario, yeah.
Yeah, we went to a game. Or I did. I don't know if you did.
Oh, Sosa.
I went to the Haiti-Brazil Copa America Centenario game. You can imagine how competitive that game was.
Must have been fun.
There were so many Haitian fans, though. They lost 7-1, and when they scored down 7-0, they absolutely blew up. It was
I love the
great.
Haitian national team, honestly.
Well, they have a huge diaspora in America.
Hey, Luca, little step slow there, buddy. A little old.
I wish we could play in Copa every time. Like 3 best
I think
teams.
we'll try. Because they're inviting more than 3. I think they're trying to get it
Who
up to
else
6.
from
They're
CONCACAF?
inviting like 6.
Probably Jamaica, Costa Rica,
Panama.
definitely. Yeah.
I mean, it would be
Ooh.
U.S., Canada, Mexico, Costa Rica would be 4 that are definitely going. And then they did take Haiti and Jamaica, I think, last time. I think they would take Panama and... Oh, no, he's not going to call that. He's not going to call that.
I still think they'd take Jamaica. I mean, Jamaica's got some, especially with some of the recent.
It also provides, like, it's a push between Jamaica and, like, an El Salvador, but bringing Jamaica provides an extra cultural angle. Like, you involve the Caribbean Confederation.
Much larger diaspora. Like in England, there's a good amount of Jamaicans. In America,
Well, I'm just talking about, like, for the competition. Like, if you have a push between El Salvador and Jamaica, you bring Jamaica because they bring the whole Caribbean Confederation in.
Of course, but if you're just purely worried about viewership numbers, I think.
I don't think
Ooh, look
Copa
at that
America
ball.
makes viewership decisions. I think they make money decisions.
Wouldn't that kind of be one and the same?
When did Messi turn into this guy that flops and looks at the ref like it was the last game? His villain arc is in full swing right now.
What, going up and celebrating right in front of the Dutch bench?
I think they've said they're just going to invite CONCACAF nations to the next one. But I know they've invited Asian nations before to Copa America. They
Japan,
mix it
I
up.
think, has played in the Copa
Japan
America.
has played in it. Neymar is having a bad. No, I think it's just Messi. Messi wants this more than life itself, and so that desire is bringing out this Floposaurus Rex that he has.
Did they ever figure out who he was yelling at in the post-game interview?
I think it was Wout Weghorst. Was trying to swap jerseys or something. I really wish, and I feel like a lot of people in chat could relate to this. No way
That was a ridiculous.
That's
run
corner.
there.
I really wish Argentina could win the World Cup without Nicolas Otamendi on the team.
What's wrong with Otamendi?
He sucks.
Right.
He's so annoying. Like, if Messi could win a World Cup, and just like, Argentina is a country, one of the great countries in the sport, hasn't won one in
I have
like
nothing against
40
Argentina.
years. If they could win it without Otamendi winning, that would be great.
Emi Martinez kind of seems like.
Well, he's one of those guys where if Emi Martinez is on your team,
Yeah, you love
you're
him.
like, he's great. You love him. This is an ugly corner.
No.
How did 2 guys go down from Argentina on this play? Dejan Lovren's got
I think
area.
they just tripped.
Oh, he just hammered both of them. Lovren
Croatia-
has like area effect attacks,
Croatia definitely has the height advantage here.
Argentina is so short.
Yeah.
They aren't always
Well, that
short,
was-
but this team is
That
short.
was hilarious at the end of the Netherlands game when they were just booting it to those Weghorst and
Dude, Netherlands, that plan they should have done it the whole game. Like, let's get the 5 tallest guys in our team and put them up against their back line, and there's no chance.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they start they start Romero and Otamendi right now, but if they start Otamendi and Lisandro Martinez, it's actually the shortest back line in recorded history. Lisandro's like 5'9", Otamendi is allegedly 6 feet tall. Oh, Guardiola is so silky. He's a Rolls Royce center
nice
back.
Pass. Oh,
man,
they said that Emi Martinez is like Draymond Green.
Kind of. I think Otamendi might be like that, where if you're a fan of Draymond Green, you're even more aware of how much he sucks. You just put up with him. And I think Otamendi's in that category where you're like, even when you're on my team, I don't like you.
Is he annoying off the pitch too?
I don't know. Honestly, he might be an incredibly nice guy, but every time I watch him, he's just one of those guys that just like gets under your skin, and you're like,
Because I was gonna say Draymond's like a super nice guy off the court, but
oh yeah, he totally could be. But I don't. He's not on my TV screen off the court.
jeez.
They just sent like 4 guys at Messi.
Throwing bodies.
Who got a concussion? Somebody apparently picked up a concussion while we were talking about that.
Oh. Could it have been that center back who got hit in the
Maybe. Well, he's about to have to unscramble his brains here because Croatia's on the move. Oh,
they kind of just threw him down. Old Mateo. Yeah, well, honestly, obviously, as a neutral fan, I don't want Messi to leave the game.
oh my goodness, it's Messi?
No, they were saying Messi, the commentators were just saying Messi was like trying to stretch out his leg.
Oh.
Which obviously means there's some discomfort.
So it's Romero that's hurt, or Otamendi? Messi actually just literally did this. Like, I think he may very legitimately not be okay. We all know that all the drama in this match is reserved for the second half. I'd be shocked if we had anything other than a boring first half. With what's at stake, I mean, it's hard to like even process in your brain how important this match is. Like, this is a World Cup semifinal.
Yeah.
Somehow it's freaking Croatia again. Oh, Borna. Borna Sosa is actually just Croatian Anthony Robinson.
What, the touch of it?
He looks good in the middle 70% of the field, but he has no actual offensive chops. He hasn't shown them at this tournament.
Did you hear that Yunus Musa's linked to a bunch of Premier League clubs?
Yeah, that's nice.
Who's winning the worst World Cup so far? Like, who's top in the groups?
Bangladesh, Nepal. A lot of Asian teams have actually done pretty well. Pakistan's through. Cambodia's through.
I'm snacking on pistachios, for those curious. God.
Just move back to the mountains of Colorado, you kale-eating, bearded, record-listening hippie.
So
no,
sorry
I love pistachios.
Having a
messy,
healthy
messy.
snack. Oh, he was trying another of those ridiculous passes.
Yeah, there was no window for that, though. I mean, I know he always passes where there's no... Look at Kovacic. Oh, my... Are you serious? I mean, he definitely got fouled like 4 times.
Yeah.
If you hit Neymar that hard, he'd still be rolling. Like, I know he ran through it, but there's another reason not to run through the contact.
They want me to ask you about American Samoa.
Yeah, in the worst World Cup, they have lost both their match.
Oh!
Wait, Messi. Oh, no, a corner. They've lost both of their matches, and their goal difference is minus 18.
Wow.
They lost 12-0 to Indonesia. 7-1 to... the heck else is in that group? They lost 7-1 to somebody else. I don't know, chat. I don't think we're really getting much out of this first half. I think Croatia would take penalties right now. They're so comfortable.
I think...
No, it's not Gibraltar. That wasn't Cambodia either. They're later in the thing.
Is Adler a buff? Yes, I am a buff. Go Buffs. Also go Deion Sanders.
Go Deion Sanders.
Coach
oh, yeah, true.
Prime. It is prime time.
Yeah. Oh, Luca.
Glad to see we have some buffs in the chat. It's very important.
Oh, Gvardiol, it was so bad.
We need Dion as the next U.S. men's national team
Yeah,
manager.
he'd really do a good job of recruiting. Something like that.
Ooh.
Nah, there's nothing there. Oh, how did he get that across?
There was something there.
I did not expect him to even get that cross off. The wingbacks are the problem. Argentina, now, Molina and Tagliafico are the guys that are opening this up. They are starting way up the field. They're not afraid of Croatia's countering move.
Oh, wow.
Bit of a loose save there from Novakovic, yeah. But, like, Croatia's threat on the wings is not scaring them at all. Those fullbacks are eons up.
That's true. Yes, Folsom Field will be rocking this year. It'll be a very exciting time for Colorado. Oh!
Terrible pass. Chat, the announcer, John Strong, is saying Kovacic.
Yeah, I've heard that. It's very
There's
annoying.
no way that's right? If it was Derek Ray, I'd believe that was the right way to say it. There's no way Kovacic is the right way to say this.
I've always said Kovacic. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it's Kovacic. Kovacic is. It's not. I know there's probably a Croatian contingent in the chat that would love for a dose of info.
What is the hydrate thing?
It is a reminder to hydrate.
Oh, look at this run.
Like, this is what Mateo does. He has so many... Oh, my... Kramaric, what are you doing?
Also, they had a guy wide open.
Yeah, he should have passed it to the other side. Please show it 4K. I respect the hustle. I respect the thought...
I will hydrate.
Thanks.
Hydrate.
I respect the thought process that, like, I could be showing the game, but I'm not. Unless you ask me pretty please, and then I'm going to show the game. No, I Fox bought the U.S. distribution rights for the World Cup. I did not. Not quite at that money level yet. Hoping somewhere soon, maybe we can make that happen, but hasn't happened yet, unfortunately.
Where does Dejan Lovren play again?
Russia, I think. He's in, career wilderness. He's in his early 30s, and he's, out of major leagues.
Why aren't we in the stadium recording?
Yeah, I know. Live streaming from inside the stadium. It's only, 18 hours in a plane away. I don't know why I haven't thought of that earlier.
We could be there by the Morocco-France game.
This is a nice combo. That was a really bold pass to Molina, too, to set this up.
Oh, now he's got...
Rodrigo De Paul, world-class player. What a pass. That went out. Yep. What a ball.
I love how on the Croatia free kick, it was Sosa or whatever.
Sosa.
And Modric. And it's Sosa's going to rip that in.
Yeah.
Real big threat.
When somebody's standing next to Messi, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
You're going to try, he's offering the other foot here.
At most, he's going to do one of the little layoffs.
Little layoff for Messi to shoot, yeah. Hey, be bamboozled. That's awesome. Sorry, be bamboozed. Thank you for being a part of the community. Are you subscribed? Are you part of the community?
For you?
Yeah.
I use my Prime subscription.
That is better than I expected, honestly. Adler's not a big Twitch guy in general. He's not a power user of the internet. He's a passive user of the internet.
I will admit that sometimes I forget to renew my Prime subscription.
So why you could have just left it? You were the hero of the story. Emmy?
Whoa! I didn't even. I for some reason did not realize that was him.
Emmy?
Yes, I actually am a fake fan. What game do you stream again? Soccer coach?
Madden. I play Madden. Some 2K.
Madden manager.
Yep.
I will admit, I've never taken my Amazon Prime subscription elsewhere.
They're missing out on Diamond Bacon. Have you ever watched Twitch just for...
When you were doing the Rust thing, I watched some of the other Rust people.
Yeah.
That was...
Yeah, because you do play a lot of Rust.
Yeah.
Gamer. Hey, Joe, thank you for the $5 donation to Amnesty. You. Modric, hello.
Why were you pointing at me?
I wanted you to say you're awesome, and then I realized
you're awesome. Sorry. We weren't on the same page there.
Now we are. Perisic?
Oh,
no, he did not. He did not.
Bold.
Every time somebody mentions Russ, they link that clip of me killing XQC with a rock. It's one of my shining moments. Not really. I just remember being an incredible... Yeah, I was not touched. That was just Perisic. Perisic really did just try that, though. In a World Cup semifinal, he went for a back post chip instead of crossing the ball. If he wasn't a legend, I would be furious at him now.
I always, up until probably...
Is he on? Is he onside?
Yep. Oh, but he didn't hit it hard enough. He didn't hit it hard enough. Wow. What?
They're giving a penalty? I guess that makes sense. He didn't touch the ball. And he obstructed his ability to get to the next ball.
Hold on, I'm going to need to see that
And I need to see if he's onside.
I thought he hit... really understand. I need to see.
Livakovic, I think he had his bells jangled on this one. Breathe deep, Dominic.
Wow, double yellow. Well, I need to look at this.
Yeah, he's
closer.
clearly on
No,
side. I don't know
he's
why.
definitely on. I mean, he did. Oh, you're saying Livakovic never touched it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely just kind of cleaned him there.
That's
one of those weird situations.
tough for I don't know how much you can blame Livakovic because he's doing what he's supposed to do. We've had a lot of weird pens this tournament.
Yeah.
I would not have an issue if they didn't call that. Because I think
I get what you're saying, but I think they're always going to call that.
I don't think Livakovic is really making a tackle on Julian Alvarez as much as he's standing there and Julian Alvarez runs into him.
But it's kind of like the inadvertent handball thing where it's like he didn't meet, like he clearly wasn't. He was trying to just save the chip, but he just kind of cleaned him.
Yeah, he gave a yellow to Livakovic. I know he gave a yellow to Kovacic.
Did Kovacic? He must have
not to
yelled
mention
something.
Livakovic is a stupid penalty. Yeah, he gave a yellow to Livakovic. I don't think that's a yellow. But Livakovic is a stupid penalty goalkeeper. Bro, you got something. Dominic, you got. And of course, Messi's on the other end of it here. Livakovic just trying to throw off Messi with his unkempt appearance.
Oh, Emmy can't even watch.
Oh, and it's into the Croatian end. All right. Oh, what a pen.
That's so nice.
My goodness, what a pen. I feel bad for Croatia, but I think really what led to that goal in the end is how bad their defense was on that through ball to Alvarez. Awful. It was really bad. Hey, Adler.
Okay.
Well, I get the score up, and it's Messi in the 34th minute on a pen.
Who made that initial pass? I never saw.
I actually didn't either. Yeah, chat. Who made the initial pass to unlock Julian Alvarez? Yeah, the keeper has nothing. I don't blame Livakovic at all for giving away the penalty or not saving the penalty. Because that is such an exceptional penalty. The last couple of penalties from Messi were savable. You just had to go the right way. That one was not.
I think it was either De Paul or Enzo that made the pass.
He just passed Batistuta for the most all-time goals for Argentina.
He's got to be...
It was Paul? Oh, don't tell me it was DePaul. Oh, this is gonna smash my worldview. It was DePaul. Oh, that makes me so sad. I had so much fun making fun of Rodrigo DePaul, and now I can't do it anymore. Oh, that's awful.
Well, it's sad because it's not even like a Haji Wright situation where it's
where like he didn't do it on purpose. It was just objectively a great pass. Now I can't.
Okay, now my prediction. Well, I'd still go with 2-1 Croatia, but I think 80th minute goal from Croatia.
Really?
They go to extra time, and then some stupid header off of a corner or something in like the 118th, or I don't know.
Okay. I mean, my prediction of a pretty cruise control 2-0 win for Argentina is pretty well held up by that. Yeah.
So I've had to amend my...
Bro. I don't get all the hype around this Pessi guy, you know. All these penalty kick goals. Got 11 World Cup goals. I swear 10 of them are penalties. You know, it's unbelievable. Look at this guy. I'm kidding. Please don't find my house. Lovren with a yes, it's I feel like Dejan Lovren would fit the bill of the guy that scores late. Or they bring in Bruno Petkovic again, some random guy off the bench.
Some guy who plays in like low Serie A.
Yeah. It was Enzo? Oh, good. Thank goodness. It wasn't. If it wasn't DePaul, that's awesome. I can keep making fun of DePaul for being just weirdly useless. Because Enzo's great. And everybody knows Enzo's great. Oh,
Ooh.
Messi.
Oh,
You know what? He never really did have great touch, did he? The pass was from Enzo. Thank blessed. Enzo's another guy that's going to move in January for a bucket of cash. He's one of those people that this World Cup for him has been really good. Not great, but really good. To change his life. Oh, Kovacic is afraid to shoot.
No, but he's been playing really well.
Yeah, oh, that was actually a decent idea from Sosa.
God, their midfield's just so good, though.
Yeah, look at that, the way they cleaned that up.
I think that's how Argentina was going to have to beat them, was just like some counter-attacking long ball. Because I just think it's so hard to go through the midfield.
Croatia needs a forward. They need one forward that can act like the worst part of their team by far has been the forwards. Kramaric and Pasalic play at really high levels, but they haven't played at a high level in this tournament.
I was going to say, I thought that they had one in Serie A somewhere.
No, I mean, Pasalic and Kramaric are both top 5 league guys, but neither of them have shown up. Perisic, the only guy doing anything. I mean, I think Kramaric scored against Canada. That's it. Oh boy. Who's that busting his whole... Oh, it's not Juan Molina. Is this Julian?
Oh! Okay.
What a goal!
Wow.
By Julian Alvarez!
Whoa.
Yeah, he just ran through the entire
He got
country.
a little fortunate with a few of the bounces there.
I mean,
but still.
It's one of the... But it's like the way you shape your body and the way you control the ball,
well,
and the way
to
you're
keep
able
your
to get
focus,
through the defense.
that's,
Yeah.
Wow.
That
They
was
sprung
gorgeous.
on the counterattack, though. Also, what is going on with Croatia's... I guess maybe that time it was a bit different because they were on a corner, but it's like they...
Oh,
yeah, okay.
that could have been a foul, too. So he picks it up in the center circle.
I was shocked. I thought he was going to make that pass to the left wing. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the last bounce is... okay,
Yeah, that one. Well,
and then
they
this one, yeah,
hit it
God,
twice.
That's so...
The
If you're
Croatian
Croatian,
defenders hit
that
it
is so
twice.
painful if you're Croatian, man. I mean, it's a great goal, but that hurts.
That is tough. Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It's like, it's well done, but if you're either Sosa or I didn't see that first.
Juranovic.
You have to do more than get that, just, then pop it straight back to him.
All right, scoreboard's updated.
I know that's easier said than done, but...
Well, your prediction's officially dead in the water, and I think everybody backing Croatia is kind of dead in the water now, too. It doesn't hurt, it feels great. Well, if you're an Argentine, then Julian Alvarez looks like a striker of the future for you. He's taken Lautaro's spot already.
Where's he playing?
Julian? He was in Argentina like a year ago. I signed him in FM all the time. He's in Europe. I can't remember who signed him. Oh, no, he's on, City.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Somebody, Man City. Yeah. He's on City. I thought of it just before chat arrived. Thank you, chat. Oh, Rodrigo. Oh, you're not going to get that handball, dude. Rodrigo, chill.
Argentina's one of those teams that, whenever there's I don't know. It's planted right next to his
Where the heck
body.
is his arm supposed to go, dude?
Yeah. Is he supposed to break it and put it behind him?
Yeah, I mean, are you
he's already got his hands literally behind
I get
his
that he
back.
moves his body in the way. I get that he moves himself in the way to block the ball, but I mean,
Also, it wouldn't have been a penalty.
You gotta, like,
penalty.
dislocate.
He was just outside the box.
Yeah, fair. You gotta dislocate your shoulder
Yeah.
to not touch that.
Well, do
like,
it.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's trying to get in the way of the shot, so he throws himself in the way of it, but, like, I don't know. I don't know what else he's supposed to do. All right, Lionel.
Especially after Messi handballed the in the last game and didn't get a yellow.
Oh, what a save, dude.
Wow. Wow. That was almost an own goal.
No, it wasn't. That was a fat... Oh, it was off Juranovic. Yeah, that was an insane save. Oh, yeah, it's an amazing save.
Wow.
And not only did he get to it, he didn't just drop it right in front of the goal. He drove it out.
Can you imagine if he had that incredible save and it just went straight off?
Yeah, Juranovic.
That would be soul crushing.
Used to happen to me all the time.
Yeah. All I remember is you not saving that penalty in 8th grade.
Well, it was a long time ago. Wasn't the player I was in high school, you know.
It's like the last time you barely played.
Played for 2 years. High level.
No, you were on the team for 2 years.
Exactly. It's a lot of soccering. Club team. I played the club team as well. Whatever.
Other than that time where the starter was suspended, how much did you play?
Good amount. Oh, good amount. I would start games against teams we knew we were going to beat and stuff. And he hurt his knee during that last season. I'll need this. That used to happen to me all the time. You know, you make a world-class save, goes off one of your incompetent defenders, you know.
Someone really just asked, are Brazilians rooting for Argentina?
No, they are not.
I feel like if you're one of the best teams in the world, you're basically never rooting for anybody else.
Yeah, well, I think you're, like, you know, you root.
Well, sure, you might root for a different situation. Like, I don't want this team to win, but, like...
Yeah, but they're probably rooting for Morocco, right?
Yeah.
This is a nightmare for Croatia, but I wouldn't count them out yet. If Argentina does go to sleep in this game, and Croatia's able to, which is possible. Like, and they get too comfy. Croatia's gonna play the exact same game they were gonna play before. Modric, wanted to get a clean look.
Pass, though.
Oh!
Oh wow.
Oh, he's super offside.
Oh, also the ball's out.
Ow. You know how much that hurts? You get a world-class midfielder hits a laser beam shot right into your chest plate. I'd be on the ground for an hour.
How old is he?
Julian? Oh, 21.
Okay, I was going to say he looks young.
21? Yeah. I signed him in FM last year more than once. Because he was one of those, like, 7 million from Argentina and pop him over. Who did Croatia beat in the semifinal of the last... Oh my god, it was England. They beat England in the last semifinal, and they did go behind, but not by 2. And their quarterfinal was like Russia. And their round of 16 was Colombia?
I don't know, actually.
Sorry, English compatriots. I legitimately was just trying to refresh myself on the run they had last time. Oh. Julian. England had Colombia and Sweden. Denmark. Oh, okay. Croatia beat Denmark, Russia, and England to get to the final. I feel like that is fairly easy. But they've outdone themselves with this
Especially Russia in the round of 16.
quarterfinal.
Oh, sorry, that's what I meant. For some reason,
Yeah, I mean, I know it. Obviously, that was a nice get because the Russia stunned somebody in the round of 16 who was good. I can't remember who it was. Don't shoot. Give it to Modric.
It's just
Oh, that is just the most absurd looking goal, dude. And of course, Livakovic is coming off the line having just given away a penalty to the same guy in such a similar situations, like worried again. Messi injured? He was feeling the back of his leg at one point, so they were talking about it. I don't think he's injured. Oh, terrible giveaway, dude. Oh, boy.
Jeez. Wow. Can they do that?
Huh?
They can just call it on a free kick?
Yeah, you can call it whenever. Huh. So just a little messy show to send us into halftime, but we are at halftime, 2-0. Chad, your thoughts after a first half that I correctly predicted and you likely didn't, so. People were hating on the 2-0 pick. I thought we were finally due for a boring game. I'm totally honest. I thought we were due for a straightforward game at the World Cup this time around, and we've gotten it. So good for us. What a show. Rest in peace, Bozo. What are you looking at, Bozo, is what he said. Que miras. Que miras. Que miras, hombre. Talking some serious trash. Are you on Twitter right now?
Maybe.
Wish that Croatia played like this against Brazil. Argentina and Brazil would be great. Argentina and Brazil would have been great, but Brazil didn't earn it, and that was unfortunate.
Are we playing Chronology?
We are about to play Chronology. Thanks for asking. Started slow, but got really good after.
Can you mute so I don't have to listen to the Verizon commercials?
You don't want to listen to the Verizon commercial? Why don't you want to listen to the Verizon commercial? All right. I was thinking the same thing. Keep it in English. See, fair enough. Yeah, no, I mean, that's what Messi said, though. He said, "Que miras, Bobo." It doesn't sound, apparently it's like calling somebody bozo in that. Good for them. Yeehaw! So, for those that don't know, halftime show. A game called Chronology. Right? Excellent, fun game. The whole point of this game, Adler, you will be competing along with chat. The whole point of this game is I'm going to pick out a date. 1972. That is the date that this is our halftime show. It is something that You'll probably beat Adler in, honestly. NASA launches Apollo 17. It is the last manned mission to the moon. Okay, that happened in 1972. Was it a penalty? Yes, I think it was a penalty. Sorry. We had that conversation earlier. So 1972 is our date, chat. What you're going to answer, other than if it was a penalty and other than the question of player of the half at the top of the chat, is whether the date of this event is before or after the last Apollo mission is sent to the moon. Understood? Yes. Awesome. The rock band Kiss performs for the first time. They play in front of an audience of 3 at the Popcorn Club in Queens, New York. Is it before or after?
It's after.
NASA launches the Apollo 17 mission. Said it wasn't, though. Brah, it's a pen. I don't like the fact that it's a pen. I kind of wish that it wasn't a pen. It's a pen. My question is, if you did that in the middle of the field, would they call a foul? And I think if they do that in the middle of the field, you call a foul. If he saves the ball, it's different, but he didn't touch the ball, did he? So, yeah. I think it is clear. Before or after, chat? You got to keep track of Livakovic's January move was the player of the half. Nice. You have to keep track of your picks because you got to try and beat Adler. Adler said after. Adler's right. 1973.
Oh, I did not expect it to be that close. I thought it was late 70s.
It was only 1 year after the last moon mission. Only 1 year after the last moon mission, Adler. That's shocking stuff there. So before or after 1973, when Kiss played its first concert, the box of 64 Crayola crayons is introduced for the first time. 64 Crayola crayons.
I'm gonna go. I would guess before.
Go before the first Kiss concert at the Popcorn Club.
You know, cranes have been around for a while. Kids have been, wanting those. They want all the colors they can get. And I think that American consumerism has been around long enough that by the 70s they were ramping up their crayon production. So,
all right. Drum roll, please.
I don't fucking go.
I hated that. 1950.
Ah,
it was before. Not as before as you might have figured, but it was before. I'm just turning up the gain a little bit, because it's definitely.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm kind of sitting here. Also, I say crayon. I don't know how you say it, but maybe that's a southern way of saying it.
Crayon?
Crayon.
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't really notice.
Give me them crayons.
Give me them crayons. All right. That date is 1628, so we're going to pick a different card. Congratulations, chat, if you're currently 2 for 2. Very impressive. The Leaning Tower of Pisa stops moving for the first time in history. It occurs after engineers complete renovations to save it from toppling.
And our
this is our last
53?
58. 1958.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would think that they've got the tech by the 30s or 40s.
Is it before or after the box of 64 Crayola crayons is introduced? When did they fix the Leaning Tower?
A lot of them are saying after.
Yeah, they're saying after.
I would think it's before. I mean, they had the engineering. I'm going to go with before the first date. I'm going to go with before 58. I think that they.
No, I mean we're only doing one at a time. We only do the previous date. Yeah, so it's just before or after.
Okay, I'm going before. I think by 50 they could have done it. 50.
They could have fixed the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
I think it'll be close though. I don't think it's like.
Are you sure?
What? What?
It's 2008.
Until you stop the leaning? Wow.
I enjoyed that a lot. That was great.
I should have figured after you're drawing it out so much.
Yeah, why didn't I draw it out that much? Okay.
Yeah, that one was my first bad one.
All right, so we have 1958. We're gonna keep that as the
I love how
date.
he keeps taking away all the easy ones. It's
Well,
like,
yeah,
oh.
well, because we're only playing with one date, so
Yeah, I guess.
gotta make it. I gotta spice it up. Gotta find some good cards. All right,
I mean, I know that Italy was preoccupied. I know my history. I'm just saying they would have had the engineering ability, I believe.
Wait, what was happening in Italy? Anyways, so our date, we're going to stick with the box of 64 crayons. Our date is the snack cake ho-hos are invented by a San Francisco bakery. Is that before or after 1958 when the box of 64 Crayola crayons was introduced?
Crud. After. I think it was 60s.
That was after?
I'm feeling 60s. I think that's a 1963 product.
You're saying after. This is a tough one. I feel like this is a tough one. There but a lot of befores up there. You sure that's not changing your stance?
Nope.
You're standing tall.
I'm strong. I might be wrong, but I am strong.
Well, at least you're 1 for 2. All right. The answer. 1967, when ho-hos were invented.
Let's go.
All right. We're going to pick a new date trajectory here because I don't know if we're going to find any good 50s stuff. So our new date, Chuck Yeager becomes the first pilot to break the sound barrier and fly faster than the speed of sound. 1947.
Oh, you held it way out in front of me.
Freaking cheater.
You know, my eyes are just drawn to it a little.
All right.
Here, I'll lean over here.
Pre-sliced and packaged bread is sold for the first time. Is this before or after Chuck Yeager becomes the first pilot to break the sound barrier?
It's after.
Pre-sliced and packaged bread. It's after.
It's all. I remember this from some Ripley's Believe It or Not book or something. It's always way later than you'd think it is, because they used to just sell the loaf. You didn't
after
buy
or before Pre-sliced
I
and
think it's
packaged
after
bread is sold
47.
for the first time. Is it before or after Chuck Yeager is the first and
I think it's gonna be
pilot
really
to break
close.
the sound
I
barrier?
think it was. It's got to either be the 40s or 50s.
I still don't get pre-sliced bread. What century do you live in? That's incredible. I don't know.
I mean, you could buy ciabatta or something.
Yeah, but your whole life?
I don't know. I mean, non-sliced.
I still love you,
better.
Becky. I was just surprised. I was
think
taken
it's-
aback.
I'm debating it now, but I'm gonna stick with after. It could be early 40s, but I'm gonna stick with after.
They're sticking after? All right. Well, you're wrong. It's 1928 when pre-sliced and packaged bread. You did fool a lot of people in the chat though with your convincing argument.
Well, that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, exactly. So 1928 is our new date when pre-sliced and packaged bread was first sold. Still, honestly, later than you'd think.
Yeah, I just remember always reading that they had.
All right. Christopher Columbus discovers the New World.
What date am I working with?
1928.
That's tough.
It's the back of the card. Just in case you were wondering, chat.
It's obviously.
Yeah, I think it's before chat. All right, so I'll give you the actual one. The first ballpoint pen design is patented. It's created by Tanner John Loud as a way to mark leather
Tanner
surfaces.
John Loud.
Yeah, that should be the main hint here.
Yeah.
So is this before or after pre-sliced and packaged bread is sold for the first time
I
in
think it's
1928?
before. I feel like
You
for
think
some
the
reason I
ballpoint
feel
pen
like that was.
invented before pre-sliced bread? I'm just saying.
I know it sounds stupid.
All right. After 1492, you get it. You get the game. You get it.
Yeah. I do. For some reason, I feel like it was a little before.
It's before?
Well, I know that they wait. Oh. Go after.
Okay. Wait, you change?
Yeah, I'll change.
All right.
I think it's after.
I can't believe that worked. It was so far before.
Ah! Chat! You did me dirty. You did me dirty because I saw the NASA stuff and then, they used a pencil and I've seen the Reddit post. I know what you're talking about. And you did me dirty and I knew it. I was right. And
It was
I can't trust
1888.
chat. I can't trust, because that is exactly what I thought it was.
It was
I thought,
40 years
you
before.
know, Mark Twain was sitting there writing with the ballpoint pen, and then, oh no, it's NASA. Oh, okay, well, I can never trust chat again.
Some lessons need to be
went
learned.
back
sometime.
on my convictions, and I learned a valuable lesson.
So we'll stick with the sliced bread thing.
Okay.
No, we won't. Actually, I'm just going to get a different card. I'm going to try and make this work. That one's too easy. So we're sticking 1888 when the ballpoint pen was invented. Thank you, chat. The new date is the Amnesty Act is passed by the U.S. Congress. It allows most Confederates to regain their rights to vote and hold political office.
Before or after 1888?
Yeah. The Amnesty Act, which allowed Confederates to regain their citizen
that's
rights
going to be
and
right at
hold
the end of
political office.
Reconstruction,
Which was?
before 88.
Just thinking before.
Before 88.
Before 88.
Yeah, but these aren't voting. This is not like civil rights voting rights. This is a bunch of ex-Confederate soldiers voting rights. Which I think is before, because I think they pull. When was the end of Reconstruction? It was right. No, because we're in 88. I think it was around like the late 1870s. You're just waiting for.
Oh, yeah. No,
Okay, that's what I thought.
1872. You were right, yeah. Very historically
See,
accurate
that time
take
stuck
there.
with my guns.
Yeah, you
Guess
just
what,
stick
I'm
with
right.
just stick with your guns more, you'll be fine. Guns?
America.
Are there 2 on each card?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Alright, so our date is 1872, and the Amnesty Act is passed by the U.S. Congress to allow Confederates to regain their rights. Is that before or after? Sorry. Our new date,
Yes.
Noah Webster's American Dictionary of the English Language is published for the first time. Is that before or after the Amnesty Act for former Confederate
See, that's
soldiers?
what's tough. Was it some rich guy in like the 1850s that started that, or was it some rich guy in like the 19-teens that started that? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I
I do know. That's actually a lie. I
So
can
our date's 1872.
yeah,
Sorry, this will be
1872.
the last one.
This is the last one, yeah. So if you have a perfect
I would
record, this
think
is your
it's
last
before.
chance.
I
Chat.
would think it's before. I think it's one of those things that started really early and then just developed over time.
It's before.
Yeah.
Chat. Well, chat's saying some after here.
Sticking.
I would say mostly
Sticking.
after. I can't see the poll, but what I can tell you is that 1828 is the answer.
Boom.
And Adler was right.
Boom.
And he rides off into the
There we
sunset
go.
with a correct answer. And we've got subs, so I got to get those subs in. Who came out? Oh, the clock just started. Wow, they really got going. Okay. We chronologied our... Oh, can you read?
Okay, Mario Pasalic out, Nikola Vlasic.
All right, hold on. Where is the... What the... There's like no bar at the top for me to minimize at all.
That is weird.
That's going to make things complicated. Okay.
Well, can you start? Are you doing the time after the subs?
Yeah, no, so sorry guys, OBS being a little weird here. Let's get the time rolling and then we'll figure out the sub thing later. The time's more important. We are underway in the second half. They really got rocking and rolling like right when they got out there. But it is
Okay.
Argentina's game to lose.
Pasalic out, Vlasic in.
We'll get the ends later. And Bornasosa was the other guy out, right?
Yeah.
This is so weird. Like all the X and everything that you normally see in the top right corner, it's just not there. I don't know what causes that. Chat, I'll be honest. I've never seen that.
Argentina didn't make any subs, I don't think.
No, Argentina didn't change anything. So they brought in Orzic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Orzic for Sosa, Vlasic for Pasalic.
Just got to do this a little slower than I normally do it. Mislav Orsic, and I need the other one now. Nikola Vlasic, you said? They just beefed up. They just beefed up their wings, basically. I respect it. They beefed up the wings. Thanks.
Oh, already free kick. Oh, and
Oh boy.
Hmm.
Do you think they have an actual chance?
If they can get a goal here in the first 15 minutes, it obviously makes it pretty interesting.
I really just legitimately don't. I mean, I know that Argentina got exposed, like, by Chaos Merchants Netherlands in the round of... God, it was a quarterfinal, it was the last round. Where there was the same situation. They had a 2-goal lead and then just let it go in the last 10 minutes. But I think this is such a different game than that was.
No, I mean, that's why I think... I mean, I know... I don't know. It'll be obviously interesting. They really need Woodich Weghorstich.
Woodich Weghorstich. Who's that 6'7" guy on the bench? Oh, yeah, he's been here the whole time. Oh, Messi. That's exactly.
If they get a third, obviously, that's kind of just it.
Mod check, foul.
Oh, I could see.
What? I mean, they're just like trying to farm a free kick right now. They're not actually doing anything.
Oh, but he's gonna sell it.
Oh, that's an awkward save.
Have they figured out if McAllister's family is from Scotland?
Huh?
Have they figured out if McAllister's family is from Scotland?
No, I mean he's eligible for Scotland. If I remember correctly.
I didn't know it was that close of it.
Oh yeah, he did take a shin to the back of the head. Hello, good morning.
I wonder why he chose to play for Argentina.
I think he was born and raised in Argentina, honestly. Even if it was an obvious choice for like World Cup appearances and playing with Messi and stuff.
Yeah. He does look very Scottish. He's got the I guess that begs the question, does Scotland root for Argentina because of a McAllister in their starting 11?
Well, if, I mean, Argentina played England.
Did his father also play in the Argentinian national team?
Apparently. I mean, that guy, according to Luis Lima, then yeah.
It's just one of those really interesting things. It's like almost one of those things you'd see in Football Manager. Wait, why is Brozovic going off?
I don't know, and they just brought in a striker for him, too.
Interesting. I mean, Brozovic is obviously
yeah. Brozovic is a very important part of the midfield, but they just brought in the guy that scored the equalizer with Brazil.
I don't know what formation they were in. I wasn't paying attention to your pregame because I was busy getting down here, but they could be going to like a 4-2-4 or something.
Oh, nice pass. That was better.
If they could have made that one other pass, that would have...
Yeah, that was at least like the movement and everything. It was opening it up for him.
Yeah. They're saying his father played in the 94 World Cup.
Yeah, they posted his picture over here.
Oh, what a guy.
Carlos Javier McAllister.
That is...
Yeah, he's...
goated.
It's like if you're in a character creation screen and you just take the whiteness and
it's
just
like one of
turn
those
the knob
guys
all the way.
that would appear in FIFA 13 when you were scouting around.
Oh, yeah. Carlos Javier McAllister. That is exactly, like FIFA 09 where they would just auto-generate
they paid no attention to nationality.
For names at all, yeah. You'd go to Brazil and get Junior dos Santos da Silva. Or, no, like Japan.
Yeah, I was like...
I just accidentally made, oops. According to Wikipedia, he's actually of Irish ancestry. I could have sworn that he had eligibility for Scotland. That's all I've heard. But, I mean, it could have just been a word-of-mouth thing that got out of hand. Like, I thought it was an FM.
I mean, I
and
think
everything.
even if he doesn't actually have eligibility, it's still just interesting. Especially with his dad named Carlos Javier McAllister. It's like, I remember one of my FM saves, I had a Sri Lankan German player, and he was one of the best midfielders in the world.
As one must.
Yeah.
Oh, nice turn. Oh.
Oh,
yeah, okay.
cheeky little. They aren't really getting that final pass.
No,
though.
they're not. But this is
It is.
definite. This is like if Croatia gets back in the game, it happens this way. Argentina's conceded the momentum to Croatia. Yeah. And so Croatia's just kind of puttering around looking for an opportunity.
Is this supposed to be over your light?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just supposed to be over there.
I didn't know if you wanted the light on you or
No.
not.
This ref's whistle's very late.
Yeah.
Guy goes over. So this is an ugly game. I think that the international game is not nearly as attractive as the club game. It's only attractive because of the passion and the drama and the cultural variety that you get in the international game.
Yeah, I mean, my interest in the international game usually comes from seeing, like, a Caribbean team take on, you know, an
Croatia,
East Asian team, or
like
like a Central European team. Or...
Culturally, the cultural clash. When I say cultural clash, I mean like the sporting cultural clash. Yeah, you got Senegal out there with like the body paint and the vibes, and I mean, great fans from
England
everywhere.
with the shirtless, tattooed men.
Yeah. England! I love that meme, the England meme.
The Americans with their defense chants.
Yeah, dude, if I ever go to the World Cup, I'm bringing a defense. Like,
oh, I love that. I don't know if a lot of the people know that, but American football games, people bring sections of a fence.
Yeah, so you have like a giant D and a section of a like white picket fence you have in front of a house.
Defense.
And so, defense, and you like put it up in the air, like you have the giant D, defense, D. But like, I definitely like U.S. quarterfinal against England. I'm showing up with a defense, just waving it in their face. Yeah, you literally just bring like a little piece of a picket fence.
Yeah, like a section, probably like.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like Chad. It's a complicated chant. You got to make sure.
Yeah, you got to make sure everybody knows. You know,
yeah.
stays on rhythm.
Almost every American football game in the NFL, you will see a dude in the stands, likely at least 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Questionable amounts of face paint and like a defense.
The Bucks have a great. The best Bucks fan is a great guy. He's in the Fan Hall of Fame.
Big Nasty.
Yeah.
He has a jersey that says Big Nasty on it, and it's like number 99.
Yeah.
Oh, nice pass. No, it wasn't.
He's got a big helmet with a horn on it, too, and he just stands there and screams.
Oh! Julian Alvarez. There's a run in the middle. This is open. He's got it. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
you gotta be. That whole thing has to be faster.
Oh, they kept it in.
Yeah, but they could have ended the game there if they made that play faster.
That is true.
Now they just chill. No, they shouldn't have a lot of urgency, but.
Oh, one of the guys got a pick with Big Nasty.
Nice. Fire the cannons. Yeah, for those that don't know, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers actually have a giant pirate ship in our home stadium.
We do. That is by far the coolest thing about the Bucs.
They used to scare the bejesus out of me when I was a kid. Because
every time you score a point, they fire it how many points you score. so it's pretty, if you get a
Like,
touchdown,
yeah,
all of a
they
sudden
fire
6
blanks.
cannons just start going off.
They're firing these blanks like off the ship.
The Bucks are still top of the division, but everybody in that division sucks. So
They were 6-7, best team in the league.
Tom Brady looking every bit of his age.
Yeah. A divorced 45-year-old man that he is, but we still love him. Oh, Messi.
I honestly thought he
Messi.
might dive there for
Oh,
the
Messi.
free kick. Oh!
Lionel Messi!
Oh, that was a nice save.
It wasn't as nice as his other one.
No,
wasn't a great shot, but that was so well done.
But I mean, the nerves in that moment you have Messi running at you to put them up 3-0.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, look,
It was a tough angle,
You're
though.
telling me Dominic Livakovic feels nerves? Never.
Brock Purdy tore us apart in that last game.
That's right. We're fine.
Oh, have it.
Oh, nice block.
That was.
Oh, very nice
okay.
block. Modric. Oh, Vlasic. Petkovic. Oh, Bruno.
They just can't seem to get anything on net. They have these kind of.
Emi Martinez doesn't have a save in this game, I don't think.
I think he has one, but it was something really easy, I think.
Oh, Kovacic. Oh, offside,
Oh.
I think. Or no. Or substitution and throw in. I don't even know what that was.
Wow.
I love the
Cheeky.
overhead view, that data analyst view. Zero saves for Martinez. Yeah.
Ah.
It is at a moment like this, with Argentina up 2-0 in a World Cup semifinal, that I have to remind you that this team was pantsed by Salim Al-Dosari in their opening game. And lost to Saudi Arabia.
I'm still mad I didn't watch that game, but
Well, I mean, it was like the first 5 a.m. game. Yeah. And I was brutal.
so mad when you woke me up that morning.
I woke you up with good reason.
No, I mean, I later learned, obviously, but I was not happy.
I mean, at the time that it happened, I was like, perspective's important. Argentina outplayed them, obviously. They just didn't score. And I was like, you know what? What is going on with the camera right now? Who is it? Spain, I think, in 2010, that lost their first game and then won the tournament. But
What happened?
Spain lost their first match and won the tournament in 2010, and I think Argentina might do the same thing. So I still picked them to get out of the group after they lost to Saudi Arabia, but
I'm honestly fine with any of the other three as long as it's not France repeating.
why do you think the repeat would be boring?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just because that would be exactly what everybody thought it was going to be before the tournament even started. It's like, oh, France is just ridiculous.
All right.
And, wow, they won again with their backup midfield. Like,
Modric control of the ball is just freaking amazing.
it is pretty insane. Oh, they're not going to give it to him.
No, they're giving that one, which is fair. I mean, Paredes is coming in he's trying to get all of his money's worth there. Oh, they're bringing in Lisandro? His first sub. Argentina. Oh, for Paredes. Fair enough. He's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, I've seen the highlights from the Saudi Arabia Argentina match, but I have not watched the whole thing. Might be something I want to do at some point.
All right, Lisandro, welcome to the match. Trying to pad up that defense, switching to a back 5 here. Croatia running out of time. Oh, it just didn't fall for him.
Oh, they didn't. Sometimes it's
From
also
this
just,
angle, it looked like that might
Yeah.
go to Kromerich.
Well,
Like,
that's
just right in
at
front
the
of goal.
angle. It looked like it was literally about to just fall straight to his feet.
How did Josip Juranovic just absolutely pick Messi's pocket? That is one of the weirdest. Like, what are the odds of that? Oh, and Argentina. Argentina's going to have some really open chances.
Yeah.
Because honestly, every sub Croatia has made has been really offensive. They have a lot of offensively minded players in the field.
That's interesting. Do you sub out Messi if you get 3?
Yeah, I do.
Ooh, too far.
You got to trust your team, and Messi's clearly not 100%, right? Or at least he wasn't in the first half.
I mean, if they go down, if they go up 3-0 and sub out Messi, and then
Musk? Oh.
yeah, Musky, but yeah, that just didn't fall for him. But then that's an all-time choke. That is that would be completely ridiculous.
Unforgivable. The rest of the team, with the exception of Messi, would be lambasted for failing their hero.
Rightfully so. Yeah.
That was actually good goalkeeping from Emmy.
I don't know. I mean, at this point, I would love to see an Argentina-Morocco final. Amrabat up against Messi.
Amrabat against Messi. I mean, it's
the duel of the century.
Yeah, no contest.
Who's my favorite, Messi or Modric?
Messi to me. I don't no dislike to Modric at all.
I like both of them. I'm not like I'm not diehard either way. I mean, Messi's obviously probably just more downright entertaining, but like Modric is also crazy talented, so I mean, obviously. I also just think it would be hilarious if Morocco is the first African team to make it to a final, and they beat Spain, Portugal, and France to get there.
Yeah, the most insane gauntlet.
Ooh, nice little turn there.
Apparently, France is having some issues with like a virus going around the camp too. You'd sub him at 70 regardless. All right. It's your funeral in the press if you blow that.
Yeah.
2-0, though, is the Netherlands proved with the kind of pressure that's going on in this game. 2-0 is very precarious because for a very long time here, for like basically an hour if you include halftime,
they just can't make that final pass.
No. Argentina's been comfortable, and in the back of their mind, they've been like, yo, we're kind of going through right now.
Oh. Yeah.
But then you give up one goal, all of a sudden your mortality becomes so apparent again.
Yeah. Ooh, they've got the
Play him in. Oh, Julian.
Really?
At least he pulled the pass off.
Yeah.
Rodrigo's going to wait for everybody to get back. Smart. Great play.
They're not going to win those headers, though.
Like, why? What is DePaul doing, dude? Stands over the ball like he's about to do anything with it and then just chips it back across.
I will say, Modric's body control is insane. Like, his ability to get between... Which, I mean, I know is just kind of a trait of being a really good midfielder, but...
He just understands movement.
Yeah.
I mean, it's his with the ball and without the ball. His movement is so good.
I think it's all those guys that they get older, but they're still able to play at a high level. It's because they can serve... Like, they don't use that much energy, but they're always in the right spot.
Yeah, they're on battery saver mode, basically, the entire match. Like, Modric has
Modric,
he's just standing there.
But I can guarantee if the ball gets into
like
you
a
know,
dangerous
yeah.
spot. He's off. He's there. Julian Alvarez looks like me playing FIFA. He's an Energizer bunny.
Have you ever streamed yourself playing FIFA?
No, I haven't. I've made one video.
Are you allowed to stream, like, the game? Like, I mean, because don't a lot of people do that? Where you,
yeah,
like,
you're
watch
allowed
them?
to stream the game, yeah.
I just figured FIFA would get all mad at you.
The video game FIFA.
Yeah. No, like the company. Because you're, like, monetizing their video game.
No, you can stream video games.
Okay, so we
yeah.
could theoretically stream our 2014 World Cup video game.
Yeah, if we set it all up.
That would be kind of fun.
Adler's first ever expressed interest in streaming.
I mean, yeah, I guess now that I think about it, there are a lot of people that make FIFA YouTube videos. And
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. It's the same as Football Manager or any other game. A yellow for what? Frickin' Romero? Wasn't he concussed in the first half? What happened to that? Yeah, I get that call. The 0% chance to win the ball probably doesn't help his case there.
Yes, FIFA would be stupid to prohibit streaming their game.
Yeah, of
It
course.
was I mean, I've definitely watched the videos. I don't really know what I was thinking, but
Oi!
yeah, but Z and I always love taking the 2014 World Cup game and taking two teams who've never made it before, trying to qualify.
Make the dream
I
happen.
have won the World Cup in that game. Zealand
So have I.
never has.
I've definitely.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, well,
With who? Who's that? Who's that win with?
United States of America.
I won with Cape Verde. You know, too good.
Oh, Messi. Uh-oh. This is not where you
Oh,
want to
wow.
be, Yoshko. This is not where you want to be. No, you don't want to be
Ooh.
here,
Oh,
Yoshko.
God.
Yoshko, no, you don't want to be here. Oh, my God.
Oh, there
Lord
it
have
is.
mercy on my soul. Look
That
at
was
Messi.
a disgusting run. Now you take him out.
Now
Now
you
you
sub him
take
out.
out Messi.
Now you sub him
Messi.
out. You let the whole stadium
How do I
just
keep saying
freaking bow to
Messi?
him. I don't know.
So
That's
weird.
this is a you problem. You know who doesn't have a problem?
Messi.
Bossy.
Mossy. Wow, that was so good.
That is a gorgeous goal.
Wow. That is masterclass. That is masterclass. Just this little turn where he does right here, where he just spins Gvardiol around.
Oh my goodness. And it's just the control, and he takes the angle and the strength, honestly, to keep Gvardiol
Yeah.
on his hip.
Well, and the ball's just
Right there.
stapled to his foot the entire time. I mean, my headset just went out.
I'm Jose Mourinho. This is my masterclass. Your headphones have died out there.
Could we do something about it? I
So
just
you hit
tried
the power button right here.
I just did that, and then nothing ever came back.
See right over there.
Can you just?
They're back on. They're fine.
I swear I did. Chat can verify. I did the same thing. What?
Except now they work, so obviously you did.
Well, that is not important.
I don't look. You can't blame Joško Gvardiol for that.
No.
Jerome Boateng fell flat on his face. He was tied in a knot like a pretzel back in the day. Like trying to defend Messi in a one-on-one situation is never going to end well. And Croatia's plan tactically should be to prevent that from happening. That's why I said he was in trouble when he ended up in the isolated 1v1. Because if you end up in that situation,
Yeah. Because
You're
I mean,
screwed.
you're right. I mean, he's so good with his body that
Yeah.
if you try to like take the ball from him, he's just gonna draw a penalty. So there, I mean,
yeah. So you're just trying to stay in his way. Otamendi picking up the yellow. They have 4 subs left. They should use them now.
yeah,
They're gonna use them in like a wave.
yeah.
But I look and
And Gvardiol's looked great this entire tournament too. He's been one of the...
Yeah. No, I mean, I called him earlier in this game. Joško Gvardiol's a Rolls-Royce center back. He's like, he does everything in the game well.
Oh, you got a sub.
Yeah. Who's off? Kramaric. Yeah, I told you, like clockwork. Whether they're up 3-0 or down 3-0, he's coming off. And this time it's for Marco Lavia. He's a striker. He's a big-time striker, too.
I mean, they got to start scoring now if they want.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're making the right subs. Perisic, really? I mean, that was actually a decent hit. Shambolic wall from Messi there. Where's Julian? Yeah, that was pretty bad. You know, you got to feel bad for in a match like this is former Miss Croatia or whoever that is. I'm sure she's all broken up.
Yeah, it's a real sad fan.
Messi's from Alcatraz because he's a penalty merchant. I don't even know how those are related. Messi's got a lot of penalty goals, but it is impossible to argue he has been one of the best players at this tournament.
France won't be in the final. I'm sorry to tell you. It's Morocco all the way.
Argentina, Morocco.
I'm predicting a 5-0 win for Morocco.
Honestly, if it's Argentina, Morocco, and then Messi wins, the number of people that are going to be like, fraudulent World Cup, beat Morocco in the final.
Yeah.
Fraud!
I think my favorite outcome...
That would be really annoying.
Would be Morocco beating Argentina 1-0 in the final. First African team to ever win. And then Messi, I don't even know, the world would burn.
Oh my god, Dybala's playing. Oh, they're bringing off Julian and DePaul. One guy has 2 goals, the other guy doesn't. So they're bringing in Ezekiel Palacios and Paulo Dybala.
What's the issue? Like, why do they not like Dybala?
I thought he was hurt. Like, I seriously, I thought he was hurt.
But I thought that's been a thing for years, where they don't like...
Oh, well, no, he at one point was, like, the heir apparent to Messi, right? Whereas, like, Dybala was the next great Argentinian player, and then he's become a really good player, but he's obviously a whole step away from being on that
No, I just thought it was their national team that...
Yeah, I am also surprised they didn't take... No, he's played a lot for the national team. It is surprising that this is his first appearance at the tournament, but he came in, and I think everybody knew him coming in was hurt. Like, he was hurt coming into the tournament. Oh, yikes.
Perisic has just been ripping it every time he even sees the net.
Yeah. Well, he's a good shooter, but that's... Come on.
Looks like Serginho Dest out there.
He's too similar to Messi. I get what you're trying to say there, but, like, positionally, he does too many similar things to Messi.
That is true. Do you know how many times, was it only the one that they won that they made the final? I didn't know if Morocco had made more finals in your simulation.
Oh, yeah. Morocco only made one final in my simulations. And they won it. And they won it.
Who'd they beat?
I don't remember.
Nice little,
Yeah, it was pretty.
I just don't think Croatia can take as much advantage of the height disparity as the Netherlands can, obviously.
I think Croatia just wasn't as good at this World Cup.
I totally did not expect them to get to the semis.
fact that them beating Brazil was a stunner. Like, I have a ton of respect for the Croatian team, but them
If nothing
beating
else,
Brazil
they just
is
did everybody
stunning.
else in the tournament a service by taking
Yeah,
out
they
Brazil.
took out who I thought was the freaking favorite for the whole thing.
Ooh, he's going for... he's
Nah.
not going to get there.
I'm sad that I was right. I wanted another chaotic game with 120 minutes and penalties.
Yeah.
I feel like Croatia deserved a better send-off than just getting smacked.
I am so on the Moroccan hype train, though.
Yeah,
For
well, we're
tomorrow.
not going to get the Croatia Morocco
Yeah,
first World
somebody's
Cup
gonna,
off in the final, yeah. Or
This is what I
somebody,
was
yeah, I
hoping.
would love a World Cup final like that someday, where somebody's going to win their first ever World Cup. We just don't know who it is.
Yeah.
That we had that in 2010. Spain, Netherlands was that.
Oh, yeah.
that was
that's
two
true.
teams that had never won. I think Netherlands, Portugal might be the most likely. Like,
Yeah.
you've never won a World
teams
Cup.
up, yeah.
Play each other for one.
And I think
Croatia.
Portugal will finally be free because
They'll be
Ronaldo...
free of the Ronaldo. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Ronaldo was a bit of a weight around their neck at this World
Yeah.
Cup.
That was a nice...
Oi! I think it.
Perisic again? Oh.
Yeah, no, that's Orzic, I think. But I think this is the only World Cup where Ronaldo did not help Portugal win necessarily.
They looked so significantly worse when he was on the field.
Yeah, but he's so old. That's why I
Well, don't
keep.
play. I mean, he's 37
They're
or
almost
whatever.
38. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't play.
most players would have
either.
retired at least one rotation ago.
Yeah. Ronaldo, yeah, even if he wasn't a burden on the field, I think he was an emotional burden on the team. And the drama around not starting him, you know. It's just awkward and weird. Then again, there's Modric here. Yeah, it's true. Modric is a similar age, but I think that that Modric is a different type of player, and obviously he's a bit different gravy. Like the longevity he has at doing what he does well is something that Ronaldo kept for a very long time. I mean, look, literally 2 years ago, when he was Messi's age, Ronaldo was leading Serie A in goals.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't think that this is a World Cup that necessarily. What?
Yeah, it went off of Modric's face.
I don't think this is a World Cup that settles the Ronaldo-Messi debate in any super definitive way because Ronaldo's older.
Yeah.
And, you know, we'll see where Messi's at in 2 years. He might be at Inter Miami for all we know, right? So,
yeah.
But right now, he's still Messi.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt pretty bad.
Especially
Basically
when you
took
get
his
a nose
own
like
shot
that.
to his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
nose
think it was.
really
I think it
breaks
also
the
has to do with
impact.
Ronaldo. You know, obviously Ronaldo is still very athletic, but his game was very much predicated on not only his insane talent, but he was an otherworldly athlete.
Yeah,
and it's
he
like
was such a physical player.
And it's like now he's obviously he can still jump really well, but just that explosiveness and all that's kind of gone away a little bit. Whereas Modric has never really. I mean, Modric can run for days, but he's not necessarily a hugely physical player.
Yeah.
But to Ronaldo's credit, for him to be predicated mostly on physicality. Oh, are they taking Modric out?
Yeah, this is clearly a curtain call for Luka Modric.
Yeah. Right after he just broke his nose.
Modric out, Levian. That's their final sub. Modric out for Lovromeyer. I'll join the applause. There's a jerk. Yeah. That is almost certainly his final World Cup appearance, unless he wants to come back and be like a Enganche hinge piece.
never leaves a 10-yard box
Yeah.
in the middle of the field.
One of the greats of this generation that got all of his flowers really laid on.
And heck, I mean, even getting Croatia to a final and a semifinal is pretty nuts.
Like, Croatia's established. I talk about this all the time. Croatia, even though it still feels like this massive underdog, when you look at the quality in the team, I think that they're right on par with what the Dutch bring and the Belgians bring. And, like, really there's a second tier in Europe of 4 teams that can always expect to be at these tournaments and compete with everybody. And that's Belgium, Netherlands, Switzerland, Croatia. Those 4 teams. And then you have above that, Germany, France, England, Spain, Portugal, Italy, usually. Oh, McAllister! Oh, man. Oh, yeah, Croatia has been to 6 World Cups, and they've been to 3 semifinals. Croatia's been to 6 World Cups and 3 semifinals.
Did they go in 02 or 06?
98, their first one.
Oh.
Yeah. Their first one.
Do you want to get food after this?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's sad, talking about what food we're going to get 10 minutes left in the World Cup semifinal, but I guess it is that type of game.
Okay,
Croatia's European Uruguay. Love that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
They're
Small
never the best
population.
team in the continent, but they're the small population team that always has good players, fights well anyways. Actually, the population's almost exactly the same size between Uruguay and Croatia.
Yeah. It's got to be Perisic's last World Cup, too.
Oh, definitely. I mean, if you look at their team...
34?
Yeah, it's Perisic, Lovren, Modric. But that's it. I mean... Tomleggosaurus was on the bench, but he never played.
Yeah. The classic hairline of
the Tomleggosaurus with the guy with the man bun, blonde guy with the ponytail, not the man bun. He is on the team for Croatia at this World Cup, but he has not played at all.
Kovacic will be around for a while.
Yeah. He's got another one at least. So does Brozovic, Vlasic. Lovro Meyer's supposed to be great. He's on his way.
That's true. I mean, if Brozovic and Kovacic fall off the
Lavakovic
cliff,
is going to be here for like 3 more World Cups or something.
Same with Gvardiol.
Yeah, Gvardiol's 20 years old. Guy's you're gonna get. He's got 4 more World Cups in him if he wants it.
Oh,
nice header! Oh,
you always just want that
goal.
Yeah,
they needed that one. Get a little energy into the game right at the end.
Yeah. That was a nice.
That's a great header. Freaking Lavia, dude.
Happened here. They kind of just tripped over each other.
Forget Lovren! Lavakovic is 27. He's a goalkeeper. 31, 35. That's 2. 39 if he wants it. 2 more at least.
He pulls a Buffon.
Yeah. I mean, if he pulls a Buffon, he's got 5 more. Argentina's making subs. They're bringing off McAllister. And Nahuel Molina. 2 guys that I thought both played really well today. For Juan Foyt, who has not played in this tournament, so they're clearly just bringing in guys that haven't played. And Angel Correa. That is it for subs on both sides. And no Messi. I guess they've just decided you never sub Messi off the field. What are you looking at?
It was
it's on a Wikipedia page for like a politician.
It was the president of Zimbabwe. I listened to a podcast about him. I was looking him up. I didn't want to have to explain all that when you looked at me and being like, "What are you looking at?"
It's just so random. I just
Emerson
look over.
Meningagwa.
I just look
President
over.
of
It's like this
Zimbabwe.
presidential picture of this guy on this Wikipedia out there. What are you looking at? It's the president of Zimbabwe. Sure, cool, awesome.
I was just reading up about him, you know.
I just catching a nice light read during the substitution window. I respect it. I don't
He's
know
an
if they-
interesting guy.
I'm sure he is.
You know.
A lot of consonants in his name. So most World Cup finals, Argentina will be 4th on the list, apparently. That's cool. Germany has 8 World Cup finals.
Wow.
Brazil 7, Italy 6, Argentina now with 5 once this goes through.
It has been so weird without Italy.
It is
This
so,
past-
like,
yeah.
the last 2. You're just, like, missing one
Yeah.
of the teams that's supposed to be involved at
You're
the
just
end.
used to hearing the names.
Oh, or North Macedonia. They didn't even do us the courtesy of making it after pulling off that upset.
With Treshkovsky or whatever his name is.
Pandev,
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I think-
Dmitry Pandev.
something like that. Goran Pandev, I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember. And North Macedonia would have been really fun, but they got the worst draw of all time and had to go through Italy and Portugal to get to the World Cup, and they couldn't beat both of them.
Ooh.
Oh,
cheeky.
you know, Lovro Meyer does look like a really good player. That's the 3rd time he's done
This
something
is
since
a
he came in.
disgusting run.
Yeah,
by the
okay,
entire
here we go.
Croatian team.
Lovro! Oh,
Can you imagine? Just pops it up to himself
freaking
outside of the boot. Banger.
That would have been gorgeous.
You always just hope for at least one goal. Just, you know. Yeah, I would love to see Norway make one, obviously. While
Yeah, you want
Holland
to see
is-
Erling Haaland at the World Cup. I mean, they have dudes, too.
No,
I don't know
they're not-
why they're
yeah.
so bad.
Yeah.
Because they're atrocious. Like, they didn't even make the Euros. They didn't even make the qualifying playoff in Europe. They
I
didn't
mean, that's
finish in
true.
the top
They've
2.
got Odegaard, right?
Yeah, they have guys.
And they've
They
got-
have,
Skav Olsen. No, he's
no, he's Danish. Who am I thinking of? Ayer.
Hmm.
Christopher Ayer, who's that, like, center back defensive mid beast.
They have
Plays
some, I know
Celtic.
this is not much, but they have a few guys in the MLS too.
Yeah.
It's so weird because my first go-to is like, oh well, they're a really low population country.
It's like
Croatia's in the
freaking-
semifinal
Yeah, exactly. And,
with I think just about the same population. So
yeah, it's actually very close, I think. I think Croatia's smaller. But I think we focus too much on
Yeah.
population. Because I definitely hyper-fixate on population. But it's really about, training and opportunity. And the fact that Norway already has good players. And they have the best striker of the generation.
yeah,
Sander Berg's a Premier League guy. They have players.
yeah. It's strange. I think they just need to get a little fortunate with their qualification group, and they'll be fine. They'll make it one time.
A huge shout out to Thomas Muller for scoring 10 World Cup goals by, 2014, and he has scored 0 at the last 2 World Cups, and he is still second in active players for goals at a World Cup.
It was pretty insane.
Yeah, he had 5 goals apiece in his first 2 World Cups. And then his last 2 just absolutely barren.
You know what's weird is the Norwegian league isn't even all that bad.
I mean, it's not good.
No,
But,
I mean,
okay, it's not like the Swedish league is so much better, or the Danish league is
exactly.
so much
That's
better.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I get what you're saying.
See, they're laughing now, but I can't wait for these 3 goals in the next 4 minutes.
Can you imagine? That'd be incredible.
That is true. Norway does focus heavily on winter sports. They dominate.
Yeah, but that's the thing is we're talking about they already have the play. Like if you look at
they
their
can
roster,
qualify, with the players.
Compare their roster to Poland and tell me why they're not here, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm not saying they should be in the semis of the World Cup, but I want to
compare their roster to Wales, right? Like they definitely should at least have been in the playoff. Right, you lose where Italy and Sweden lost. That's not that, good effort, but it's because I don't have Matty Cash. I don't know Matty Cash. I only know Mateusz Kaczynski. Do you know Matty Cash's story?
No.
He's an English guy whose mom was born in Poland, and so he plays for the Polish national team, but he doesn't speak Polish. His name is Matty Cash, but he's referred to as Mateusz Kaczynski. He plays for Poland.
It's like, I remember there was the Japanese striker who was like a 6'4" Dutch guy. I cannot remember his name.
Oh,
Havenaar.
Mike Havenaar, yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't know his story. He very well could have been raised in Japan. I have no idea.
I think he was. I think his mom was Japanese and his dad was Dutch.
Yeah. I just always remembered him from the 2014 World Cup game.
That's it.
Because whenever you'd play against Japan, it's just like, Havenaar!
Yeah. It'd be like, Kosuke Honda to Havenaar. What?
He was their starter, though. Wasn't even I guess it's not that much of a different situation than McAllister.
I love when the announcer just doesn't say anything and lets the environment just kind of...
Yeah.
Just let that do...
They haven't said anything in a while.
No. I mean, they're just kind of letting the Argentinian moment wash over them. This is Argentina's second World Cup final in 4 tries. It's a good... that's a great... No matter what happens, that's a great achievement for the generation. Definitely. It's worth keeping that in perspective.
Ostegard? I don't know who Ostegard is. They said he's a good Norwegian
defender. It's 3. That's the 2 in the last 3 World Cups, because 2014 was Germany, right? Yeah. 2010 was Spain. It's 2 in the last 3 World Cups. I've got 2 finals.
Yeah. Who did they lose to at the last World Cup? Argentina.
France. Benjamin Pavard.
Oh, yeah. What do you think the goal of the World Cup is so far?
Still a Boubacar for me. So deliciously filthy.
I think, yeah.
Chet, what about you? What do you think the best goal is? It's the random South Korean banger that one guy scored. You have Enzo and...
Wasn't one of the Saudi Arabian goals in that
Salem Al-Dosari hit a freaking banger. A lot of people love Richarlison's, the sidewinding strike.
I loved.
I'm going a Boubacar though. That's my favorite. Oh, and then you have the Mexico free kick, I suppose. Yeah.
Giroud went for a scorpion kick. If he had gotten that, probably would have been.
He scored a bike, but it was like offside.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Giroud is just a non-stop banger producer. Dejan Lovren. Oh, of course, Lovren with 5 seconds left is like.
They'll call it there.
Yeah, that's it. Argentina, the World Cup final. We've known it for some time. Congrats to the Argentine national team, to those Argentinians in the chat, those rooting for Messi along his journey. I know that is a very large number. Sad for Modric, sad for Croatia. Another magical, captivating World Cup run that is done. Adler, your final thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, sad to see Modric go out, obviously. I mean, I can't, obviously I was rooting more underdog, so obviously my guess was way off on the 2-1 Croatia win. I think that the first and third Argentinian goals were very well deserved. Second was a bit, kind of like a lucky FIFA run, an ultimate team or something. But they definitely deserve the win, obviously. If it ends up a France Argentina, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me today. Jesus. Argentina World Cup. The Argentinians. The Argentinians.
Argentinians.
then obviously I'm rooting for Messi to get his first World Cup. But if Morocco can do, I think, what we all expect them to do and beat France, then obviously all aboard the hype train. I'm fully going with Morocco. But obviously I'm happy for Messi. I think if, as I said, if it ends up being kind of a stereotypical final between Argentina and France, Argentina all the way. I really hope he does it.
I agree. I think France is the least entertaining winner out of the 4 now. 3 teams left. I would love to see Argentina, Morocco. I think Argentina would boss that game.
Probably.
But France is the heavy favorite against Morocco.
Obviously, but so was
Morocco's like both their center backs are hurt too. Like if they win it, it's literally just going to be like a lightning bolt from they're going to be like channeling 800 AD, conquering all of Europe all over again. It is kind of funny because they're following the same way that they did it. Like the original like caliphate.
I texted some of my friends after they beat Portugal, and I was saying they're really out here just completing EU4 achievements.
Yeah, because they like came in, Reconquista, and then they try and go into France. Like that's how it works. France won that fight though, so they're probably going to win this next one.
I do, but I think that I'm seeing a lot of like, France. There's no way France lose. Spain had dominated up until that match against Morocco. Spain was looking like world beaters. And
they lost to Japan, but I get your point.
No, but I mean, they were on a roll. They could score a ton. Their offense looked potent. And then all of a sudden, you run up against that Moroccan machine, So I obviously, if France wins, they're probably going to win really big. But I'm giving Morocco a decent chance because they have gone up against 2 teams who should have absolutely knocked the crap out of them. And they not only, I think this is the thing, they didn't just win off of, like the lucky whatever. They looked good in each of those games. This was not some like sure they might have had their finishing boots on that day or whatever, but they looked good. This was not some fluke to the semis,
Yeah, and they've had arguably the toughest road to the semifinals. I think on any team, it's hard to argue you could have a tougher run than Portugal and Spain. So it's going to be a good game. We'll be here for it. Also, before then, I'll be waking Adler up early with my broadcast of the Worst Team World Cup. If you have no idea what that is, we're simulating all of the worst teams in the world in a World Cup at the same time. It's been very fun. We're in the final days of the group stage, and we'll also be trying to do the knockouts tomorrow morning as well. So hopefully you're able to join us for that. But regardless, we will be here at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. London Time. That is 19 London Time if you're using the 24-hour clock for this match.
One last thing. Morocco still has not allowed a goal from the run of play.
They have.
Own goal. No, I'm saying to the opposing team, they have not allowed a goal.
That's fair. That's fair. We'll see.
My prediction, you'll hear it tomorrow.
Oh, so you are okay. Just invited himself. That's awkward. He just invited himself for tomorrow. Wow.